Well,
There we go. Let's see, which side are we? Are we USSR again anyway? All right, well, we got a decent opening hand, so is that.
Okay, nice. Wow, that's amazing.
Do you guys want to do, before we talk about the hand, you want to do Austria or Yugoslavia? Yugoslavia?
I like Austria.
usually I go Austria with independent reds, but like, I guess
We don't have independent reds, so does that affect it?
I kind of think we're likely to coup with Italy here, so we might not need Yugoslavia then, would be my line of thinking.
There's two plays. There's the Vietnam into socialist governments, and there's Italy coup. Or sorry, Vietnam into duck and cover coup, which is pretty tempting.
yeah. So
Actually,
let's do Yugo then. Try to find.
Okay.
I
I
would
never
use,
do Yugo, to be perfectly honest. I literally never do Yugo, but there's nothing wrong with it.
I would use restroom just real quick.
Without independent reds for sure. Yeah.
Damn. Why are they so quick?
We need to decide here.
We have to decide now.
I prefer socialist here, but if you guys
Socialist
both prefer
Italy
Vietnam, then
or Vietnam duck and cover Iran.
yeah.
What's the likely headline for them?
Containment, Red Scare, Middle East. Any of those three?
I think that's three. Yeah.
Those are the three best for sure. They have one of those.
They probably do have one of those. So yeah, if they have one, it's going to be those.
So it's either socialist governments, Marshall Plan coup Italy, I think,
exactly,
or Vietnam duck and cover coup Iran. I'm inclined to do Vietnam, but I could be convinced otherwise.
I guess I think without Italy, we're never getting Italy. Whereas without Vietnam, like as the headline, we could still potentially get it.
Okay. I will socialist.
All right.
Yeah, same.
Breaker. Socialist it is.
Ooh. Okay. But okay.
Interesting.
Are we still cool?
We do this, right?
Yeah. Wow.
I feel like we still coup, right?
I think so. Yeah.
I like still
cooing because we can coup Yugoslavia, or not Yugoslavia. We can coup Malaysia, I mean, with duck and cover. So that's why I still like cooing here. Yeah.
Oh, Iran, guys.
They don't have Middle East this turn, because otherwise they would have headlined it. So Iran is still valuable, though.
Well, it depends on you guys, because I feel like the value there, maybe Iran's better.
Iran is
I'm fine with Iran.
Iran?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, restroom.
Wow, that's weird. Headline Europe. You don't see that too often.
I feel like that signals a weak hand.
Yeah, because they can't have Red Scare. They obviously don't have containment. They can't have Middle East. Wow. Yeah, they probably have a lot of red.
If they go Malaysia, do we coup it?
I think so.
I guess we also kind of just want to drive DEFCON down somewhat quickly, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think they'll probably go like 2 Egypt, 1 Malaysia here.
I was gonna say
a really terrible hand.
I was gonna say if they didn't take West Germany here, try to put one there.
That's true. It's useful. It's a threat.
Yeah.
But I do kind of like. potentially duck and
Malaysia
cover
coup is more important, but yeah,
if they go there. Yeah.
if they don't go to Malaysia, then we can do other stuff.
Are we holding these though?
The UN,
Can't hold
so
anything.
like China, we're not holding.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we do want to drive DEFCON down.
Vietnam.
Base is like a reasonably high priority, but not ahead of Malaysia, or I guess going into West Germany.
Mm-hmm.
They must have a somewhat weekend, right? Okay, special relationship.
Lebanon, Malaysia, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we coup.
Harry, do you want to
So
coup?
strong.
Need a 3.
Yeah, if we don't get a 3, it's pretty bad. But otherwise, like, what are we going to do with duck and cover? We're just going to space it.
Even a 2 works. Or no, it doesn't.
No, because then they
then
go.
we
What
go in,
if
and then
we
do Vietnam.
go Vietnam first and then they coup? Okay, maybe that's bad.
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think coup first. I think coup
Right.
has to be coup. There's just nothing else to do.
Oh,
my god.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well, they get Thailand.
Yeah, in retrospect, knowing what they headlined, the Vietnam headline was correct.
Yes, exactly. If we knew they could have headlined Asia technically also, but yeah. That sucks.
And if they headlined Asia, then the Vietnam play was definitely correct.
Exactly. Yeah. I think for me, I guess like if the Americans just headline something neutral, I prefer socialist. But there's a lot of different headlines that make Vietnam better. There's almost nothing that makes socialists better.
We don't have ops here pretty much.
Yeah, defectors.
Defectors in Vietnam, assuming they put like 3
we
in
might.
Thailand.
I don't know, do we play the China card if we can't destall? I guess we could just destall.
We still want to event Vietnam, right?
Probably. I guess it depends.
Maybe. Yeah.
They only
want a
need a
coup
4
soon.
now.
We want a space also.
I just feel like that's so down. Like there's the tempo there is bad. Even though we take Malaysia.
If we got one in Malaysia, it would have been fine. I think.
No,
And we
you
don't
have
have
to
to play
coup
Vietnam.
there. That's an auto play. I mean, that's
I don't think it's an auto play, but
duck and cover. You have to coup Malaysia, right? I mean, what do we do else?
I mean, I
Coup in
think
South Korea. I mean,
we don't have to coup. We could have just placed ops, not duck and cover. But
well, I said 2 in South Korea. I mean, there's like other moves, but it's a 2/3 chance for like, and if you get it, then you're guaranteed Thailand.
Okay, maybe we can wait one turn, just do capture first.
yeah, that might have been better.
I don't know.
Now we're in an awkward spot with destalinisation, right? They didn't headline Europe over Kurds. I don't know if I agree. Okay. They obviously don't have Middle East, right? So we can do. Do we want to event Vietnam? Do we want to event the Nazis?
I want Nazis.
Harry, what do you think?
Well, I guess Nazi first, because Vietnam doesn't do much now.
Yeah, we are. I feel like we misplayed this turn, but I can't point my finger to exactly what. I feel like, given how powerful our hand was, we should be in a better position now.
Okay, we can work from
Yeah,
that.
we still got D-stall.
Yeah.
If we don't get DEFCON down to 2, do we event D-stall at DEFCON 3, or do we play the China card?
1, 2, 3, 4.
I think we.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, they
What?
got a coup eventually. I don't think it'll be a problem, but
Quarren. Are they gonna wipe us out? Well, 4, they need to roll 4.
Still,
if they have
a
another
little bit
4-off, then this play makes no sense.
surprised.
So yeah,
They just
they don't have
gave
another
up.
4-off.
It must means their hand is not that good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They
they must
like,
headline
have
Europe because they have potential to dunk Europe.
Yeah, especially with Red
Yes.
Scare Purge. Like, the obvious, if you had a strong hand, you would headline Red Scare Purge and then try to get Dom in Europe, right?
Exactly.
Hmm.
Yeah. They don't have a lot of 3-ops.
So they must have a
Probably
bunch of
don't
And
have
they
any
red.
other
feel
4-ops.
like this 4-ops need to play here just to take Thailand and
They probably have They probably have Suez or De Gaulle also.
Interesting.
Okay.
it's annoying.
That is annoying.
Factors into Pakistan.
I don't know if we have another play, do we? Just got to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They probably have the war.
They probably have it, but we have to do it.
Potentially, but yeah. Maybe that's what why they were. Maybe that's why they have no urgency at all for mill ops. But we'll see.
I am willing to play China in order to avoid destalling it. Yeah, obviously they had this.
Flip.
2/3 chance it fails.
Flip.
Oh,
Nice. Let's go. We'll play the numbers. Okay. I like cooing Panama here. With Vietnam.
No, let them coup.
Yeah, let them take a shitty coup.
What about one
They
West
have
Germany, one something?
Well, then they won't coup, and now
Then they're going to lose 3 victory points.
Yeah,
and then we can play China.
One victory.
One VP.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I don't think cooing now is not like they don't have to coup. We want to coup. I mean, we have a great coup target.
No, cooing a 2-step with a 2 is just no value. I feel like.
We need a D-style though.
I think we just play China next time.
Really?
Oh.
Want to give them China on turn 1?
Oh, we have to play both of them. Okay, I thought we were holding one card. Never mind.
We can't hold.
Let's think about it.
If we don't coup, then we have to play China, which is very suboptimal, I think. I guess we could go Iraq otherwise, but
yeah, I think it's either we play China card or we coup Panama right now.
What about this one now?
I guess it's an option.
Well, we can't go into Venezuela then, unless we just are throwing caution to the wind. But like France, South Africa, Cuba, and oh wow, okay.
Bold. I guess we could also do maybe a little more cautious. We could do something like. What do they do in response to this?
Coup Venezuela.
Clearly, they don't have ops.
Yeah,
they might coup.
I kind of am inclined to be aggressive and just destall now, right?
Do we want to take France or?
We do, of course, if they give us.
Yeah. And, I don't know.
What if they don't coup and just put a bunch? I mean, Truman's still out there, so if they don't coup, then it's awkward. But I think
if they don't put a bunch of France, then I guess we coup Panama.
I think I prefer cooing right now, but if you guys both prefer playing D-stall, then
okay, I'm fine with either of this or just going Panama right now.
Yeah, sure.
What is sure to this or the Panama?
Panama.
Yeah, let's go Panama. Let's roll high this time. Oh my god.
Yeah, see, I feel like we wasted a bunch of ops this turn on inefficient coups, which doesn't feel great. Never feels good to be the one cooing 3 times.
I mean, Indo-Pac is technically isn't Indo-Pac inefficient by that same measure though?
It's true, yeah.
Only a 1 in 3rd chance. A 1 in 3rd chance of 4 ops. Like ignoring the VP value, it isn't efficient.
See, now here's the thing. Now we got to play this, right? But I guess now we've got to.
I think it's still good
Angola.
though. You go Angola, two Venezuela, and then.
Do you like that I took it out of Poland, or do you want to take a second one out of Iran?
It's okay.
So where did you go? I'm confused.
I took
You did-
2 out of like useless European battlegrounds or non-battlegrounds, 1 out of Iran and 1 out of Poland.
France, Angola, Venezuela, and Chile, right? That's autoplay.
They're gonna go to Colombia if we do this, but I guess that's okay.
I mean, they walk. It's fine.
They will go to Colombia.
Yeah.
That's why I think I prefer 2 Venezuela.
What do we give
Although,
up
I
for
don't
that?
know
No,
what
maybe
we
they'll
give
put
up, yeah.
stuff in France, right? Are they going to go to Colombia? Because if they go to Colombia, next turn we do like 2 France, 1 Venezuela, 1 Brazil or something.
Oh yeah,
Maybe they'll do
true.
France and Colombia. I don't know, but
We might have CIA.
This is a good move. Yeah, this is a good move.
Yeah. we get CIA. We get CIA.
We
Probably do
play
1
Suez,
France, 1
right?
Colombia.
Or did I?
Yeah,
No, we
did
played
socialist
socialist governments. Suez is still around.
Okay.
and De Gaulle.
Yeah. Europe is very weak for them on the plus side.
Yeah.
Motion.
Japan was somewhat problematic. I was going to say it wasn't that weak, but it was pretty weak, especially with that.
Okay. Wow. It only gives us 1 though. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I'll go
not so
2
bad.
France, 1 Colombia.
No, I was going to do that.
What? They didn't go to Colombia? Okay.
Crap.
A great hand.
I think Nasser probably. Right.
Yeah. Nasser, we're all in
Nasser?
agreement.
NASA.
We have Truman, which is annoying.
Yeah, it is annoying. We're going to have to decide whether we want to take France with the China card. I think we should just coup Panama. Probably
we
we have too much
coup again,
valuable
yeah.
material.
Yeah, I can't. Cool 10. Whole Truman, maybe.
If they fill France, obviously.
Until they fill it. Yeah, until they fill it.
I think they're going to fill it.
Well, they have to have ops eventually. We don't
Unless
have good
the headline
ones
like
this time.
today.
We have terrible ops. Yeah, so they have to have
We
ops.
coup
must
Panama?
have-
I kind of want to.
I think
You want to coup Egypt or
Kind of want to.
I mean, yeah.
I think we do coup
This
Panama.
is an incredibly strong mid-war position right now. What we have.
The problem is we don't really have ops to capitalize on it.
Yeah.
The fact that Indo-Pakistani war fell was huge. Okay, they're going to have a.
Okay. Yeah, they have infinite ops now.
Okay, we coup Panama probably. I mean, we could coup Egypt if people want, but I don't know.
No,
2
No,
up, 2 up,
no.
I think.
2 off is fine. It's either Panama or Egypt, you guys.
I kind of think if we do Panama, we should maybe do a 3-op. It's a pretty big roll.
We do
No,
Egypt
I
and
feel like
2
we
for
let
sure.
go of this one.
Okay, you want to do Egypt or Panama? Egypt, we only need a 3. I guess Panama, we also only need a 3. If we do Egypt, we have a shot of getting Dom, which is nice, obviously. But Panama gives us a really
I think
strong.
Egypt, because we have it in our hands.
I like Panama more now.
Okay.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay, so India we need 3. Given maybe Iraq we need 2. Egypt we need 1. Venezuela we need 1. Maybe.
The question is really, it's do we value Panama or Libya more, right? Because Egypt gets us Libya. Egypt itself isn't that useful.
I feel like it's not guaranteed, you know.
Well, neither one is. But...
No, they're both the same probability, though.
They're both 66%, but like.
Panama's only good though if we get ops, really.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
Panama
a
to be like
three-
really valuable.
No, we can
Egypt
walk
with a
there. We
three
can
is more
walk.
valuable.
We can walk into Colombia sometime later.
Not this turn or not.
Not this. No, we're
Not
gonna
this
walk.
turn, but sometimes later.
Yeah.
We just need to clear it out. Clear it out is good for me.
That's true. Yeah. Okay.
All right, so Harry, you
How do
want
we
Panama?
vote?
I want
You
Panama. Yeah.
You want Egypt? All right, so now I have to decide. I don't like deciding. All right, I'm gonna say Panama, just because Egypt is inefficient.
Okay. I'm very fine with that. Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous.
Good thing we didn't use the 3-op because that still would have flubbed. Right? Or no?
Exactly.
It happens. It
Three
happens.
ops also
It's fine.
nothing. Yeah.
It's not really ridiculous. I mean, we got a big role in Iran. We won the Indo-Pakistani War.
Well, sure, but those were unnecessary ops, though. Like, I mean, the Iran was like a 6, sure, but 4 is the same. And then for these rolls, like we're rolling like the bare minimum. It's not like egregious, but it's been bad so far. The rolls for sure.
We might need to fight Middle East.
Yeah, we're gonna have to fight. We might be able to get domination. Probably not. I bet they have lots of ops.
Probably
Yeah, we're gonna
not.
have to,
We
bet
need
they're
to
deciding
take
that they wanna
Egypt
be
here,
alone.
right? We need to take Egypt if they.
We interesting.
We're gonna
It's
take
not.
France or Libya. I'm confused. Oh,
They
There's
just
no
need to
one in
put one
France.
there.
Okay.
They just need to put one. Yeah, I feel like we take Egypt.
What do you think about Algeria and Egypt? Or oh, that's interesting.
I like that. I like that.
If they take Algeria, we at least get domination now.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this.
I'm worried about them doing some sort of hero realigns. I think they wouldn't do it before because then we could have taken France, but now they might if we don't go into Brazil.
Yeah. I think we play blockade for decall.
They space decall already.
We should have at least
Oh, they
3,
don't
4
have
ops.
decall. Oh yeah, we don't play blockade then. Yeah.
I expect they have 3, 4 ops coming.
Yeah.
Or maybe.
Blockade is useless.
Maybe not. If they have 3 4-ops, containment is kind of a weird headline, right?
I mean, having a 3
well,
to
4
raise
ops
to
now,
4,
though, right?
yeah.
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 4 ups now.
5-year
Yeah,
plan,
probably have
EU
one.
and
They
NORAD.
probably have one like natural 4 up, I would think, because there's been so few so far.
Yeah. There's only been the 2 so far. Right?
Yeah, only 2. So they definitely have one. They probably only have one though. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Wow.
That's nasty. That's actually really annoying.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we do here?
I kind of like South Korea won Venezuela with Warsaw, maybe.
Inefficient.
So we want to put ops in South Korea.
We're just going to take South Korea, and then we're going to have to play the China card. Right? So I don't like that very much.
Well, we're gonna have to play the China card if we want to.
Do we just give up
Venezuela,
Asia then? I just feel like we don't have the ops to fight this. What if they jam?
Still have 1 3 op, but yeah.
Jam North Korea if we do this. Yeah, we can fight it once, but
I think we should fight it. I mean, Asia domination.
Asia not having been scored, it feels really bad to just give them Asia domination.
Yeah.
The other option is to be like, you can have Venezuela. That also feels pretty bad, but
No. I think we want Venezuela. We want to try to get both. And then we kind of.
This like buys us a stay of execution, and we can force them to keep jamming North Korea, but eventually they're gonna get it.
I'd rather have them jam than have them just take Venezuela.
If I were they, I would jam Venezuela here.
Well, then
they jam Venezuela.
Domination
we do like 1 Brazil, 1 North Korea, something like that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm good.
I
with
like
that.
this. Yeah.
I think if they have China, if they have Asia, they're going to jam North Korea. Probably.
Yeah. I mean, they took Japan with US-Japan, which is normal, but yeah.
Now they know we don't have ops because we use China. At least
that's
not
true.
NTB and NATO.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. They know we don't have NATO or NTB.
We have a lot of stuff. We like kind of want to get into Zaire, right? We want to get in.
Yeah, we'd like to.
Yeah. Truman Doctrine is still annoying to play.
Yeah, we can't play Truman yet.
If that coup in Panama had gone, no point in.
They might have Korean War.
It's true. It'd be annoying for them. They might have Romanian, which is like weirdly annoying for them, but wouldn't be.
Romanian is fine.
They have to put it in Europe where they give us like a temporary domination.
Oh wow, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, Europe is really bad for them. I mean, they you just spend 3 ops, but like Italy's horrible. France, they don't even have yet.
I just feel like after turn 1 scored even, Europe has not much value. Less value than we should expect it.
Yeah, well, we didn't coup it on turn 1, so we kind of made that gamble.
Yeah. What are they thinking?
We were probably gonna have to play Fidel for ops, I think.
I think to be fair, coupping Iran was definitely the right call. If we hadn't couped Iran,
no, yeah, I agree.
Maybe had domination in the mid-war in Europe, but we would have not gotten in Middle East domination. We would have certainly been dominated.
Once it scored, yes, I agree. Before Europe
was
scored,
before
you
it
have
was
to
scored,
coup.
it could have been a call, but yeah, at this stage.
What are they thinking?
I don't know.
They must have a lot of annoying play trying to design which one.
No way their hand's weak this turn. Let's put it that way. Like I don't even think it's like
we have
enough cards left.
The fact that they have a strong hand and we have a weak hand.
I'm gonna do that, which is pretty passive.
Okay, that's fine.
Do not have a strong hand.
Do you guys want to? Okay, the problem is, do we want to take Iraq?
I think I want to drop the scoring.
This is like our head is weak. Please don't murder me. This play, but like.
No.
I don't think we
think that's too passive.
Yeah.
We can just do Middle East. I think if we want to do that.
I don't like overprotect Venezuela. I would rather put it in Brazil.
Brazil, yeah, same.
Fair. Or we just score Middle East, maybe.
Yeah, I guess score Middle East first.
The only thing is if they get it in their head to start jamming North Korea. Maybe I'm too worried about that.
We do have enough though to repair, but yeah.
Once.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah.
I don't know. I guess yeah. I'm fine with either the Fidel into Brazil and North Korea. Because like they could jam either of those two and it would be really annoying. Right. So this is like
safe
could they
play.
Realistically stop? They don't think we have Middle East. Is that what we're going with? I mean, they definitely don't, right? Like
they can play 3 into Israel here. Maybe if we do this, though. I'm fine with either that.
We get a nice. I think I actually might prefer Fidel, just because we can then just take Iraq pretty easily, even if they do that.
I think if we do this, and we can still score Middle East next.
I think so.
Yeah.
Like this.
I'm fine with either this or scoring Middle East. I'll let you two decide which you prefer.
I like this more. I like this.
Yeah, I like this more now. I think it makes sense.
It does signal to them that we have a garbage hand, right?
But we already tell them last AR, so.
That's right. With Asia unscored, I just like we are not going to get dominated.
Look at the remaining cards. Oh my god. I feel like they have a million offs to jam.
Yeah.
Ooh, great.
Now we score, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, we have to score now. Yep. Nice. They didn't get much advantage with this containment at all.
It's strong hand so far.
It's a ball containment, maybe.
Knowing what they've played so far.
Wow.
CIA, wow.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, they finally took you.
Get rid of that.
Truman for sure. Yeah, Truman into I think Zaire.
I want to overprotect Venezuela.
Or
even
use
now, right?
Warsaw. Yeah, use Warsaw is better, maybe.
Yeah, Warsaw's fine. Yeah, and then like South Africa or Argentina, maybe.
I'm okay with either.
Say
Maybe Argentina better, I feel like.
Yeah, Argentina's good.
So cool Panama again.
Panama.
Coup Panama Part 3.
Or Libya or
What do you mean next
Yeah, we
turn?
can coup Libya.
next
actually.
turn, yeah.
I thought you meant right now. I was like, oh, I don't know about that.
No. Don't coup now. Don't lose the game.
Ooh.
That's generous. Okay. A 1/3 chance
Okay,
to
they
succeeding.
did have a pretty.
That's
Our
a
hand is
pretty
bad.
bad hand.
Our hand is really bad.
Wow, we are
the ops remaining are like unbelievable.
we are
Obviously,
expecting
we're holding
so
2 bad
so
cards,
many
but
bad things happen. But we do have 2-1 next turn though.
yeah.
And CIA is going back. We don't have the China card. That's a little scary.
Yeah. Asia's still good though, unless they get Indo-Pac. Like it's fine, at least. I mean 0, which is perfectly fine.
Korean War we could get. So
yeah, true.
Or we
I
could
feel
get
like
Vietnam.
they might holding it.
Korean War, maybe. Yeah.
Like
Well, they did it on
what
turn
card
1,
they can
so-
hold for this one? Like the remaining cards.
Wait, you think they held it over decall? They did space decall turn 1. So.
Maybe they drew it turn
Space
2.
decall turn 1 just for fun. Like not for fun, but like because it could be really annoying to keep holding. I guess
I'd
they
rather
had
space
so
Korean though turn 1 if I have both. I mean,
a lot of people are afraid of purge and then blockade, but they had purge, so
sure, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. If you have purge turn 1, I don't see any reason to not space Korean decall, or I don't see any reason to not hold it. I mean,
so
but we would have
a lot of good cards.
blockade.
Socialist governments is good. Vietnam revolts is good. Korean War is good. Decall is obviously good. A lot of nice things we could draw.
Suez.
If I'm them here, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, Suez lets us flip France. They're probably going to put 1 more in France, 1 in Thailand, maybe. Panama, I don't know. Okay.
Please give us some 4.
All right.
4.
Decoy is good.
It's good.
We got
it's not
1
great,
4. We got 1.
Yeah.
I mean, do we just like if they draw the factors, it's annoying. But like, what else are we going to headline besides decall?
Exactly.
Here, right?
Yeah. There's nothing else. I mean, we literally don't have any other red cards except blockade, which is, I mean, blockade on turn 3 doesn't make much sense at all.
Suez, right? So
they might go indie red if they doesn't have, because they know we have Truman.
it's true.
Yeah, that'd be annoying.
That's annoying, but I don't know. We try headline Truman.
Yeah, we don't want to headline Truman, so. Yeah.
I think it was the right call still to play Warsaw there, because if we hadn't, I don't know, like
we just.
they would definitely.
I was thinking I just want to put that back into the deck so that we can draw later.
I kind of want ops in the east, but
this is our only headline, right?
Yeah,
decall.
Let's do it.
Yeah, don't waste time.
So Indonesia, Nigeria,
Algeria.
I guess Laos,
Thailand.
Either Thailand or Laos. Yeah.
Thailand is better, maybe. Well, I don't know. I just want to get adjacency to Vietnam, or maybe just take it later.
And then probably coup with a, I don't know, a 3-op. I guess depends on the coup. Either Libya or Panama's looks good.
So decoy is an unknown. Given all the card they know we have, they don't know what we are gonna headline.
No,
True, yeah.
it's not all that useful. I mean, Nigeria is useful for sure. I wonder if Laos is better than Thailand. I guess Thailand's probably better.
Only 6 cards get removed.
I think I like Laos, but
it forces them to respond right away, whereas Thailand they don't have to respond right away.
Exactly.
Although
I like breaking countries.
I feel like a lot of times I'm like, oh, I'll put it in Thailand, maybe they'll forget and give me the China card. I feel like
that has never happened to me.
They're too good. Yeah, they're too good for that.
Wow, they're really deciding.
Yeah, they're not seeing or
I think overprotect North Korea is a good play because I know Ted really loved to jam North Korea.
now they have the China. It definitely makes that.
Oh yeah, now that we have the China, or now that they do. Okay.
Oh, that's annoying.
Oh wow, yeah, this
Yikes.
hand's horrible. Okay.
It's okay. I think we're like pretty well
We're
guarded.
in a good shape to be purged, I think. Yeah.
Do we want another one in Angola now that we're purged and they're gonna be they don't have a ton of spots to use their ops?
Algeria, Angola, you think?
Mm-hmm.
Either Laos or Algeria. We can't really flip
Algeria.
Algeria.
Algeria, definitely.
Yeah, Algeria
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah. Well,
I'm okay switching the. I'm okay putting the Angola op somewhere else if people. I just feel like they don't have a ton of spots to spend their off. They might get it in their head to start flipping things.
Yeah, I think that actually makes sense.
true. They will force mill up, so they will maybe go into Sahara State. That makes
Yeah, they will.
Nigeria worse. Algeria, sorry.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't super excited about Algeria.
Okay, so what
gonna be able to
about
flip it.
not Algeria? Maybe go into South Korea? South Africa?
Yeah, we can't go into there. Oh. Yeah, I like South Africa.
South Africa or somewhere over here.
Southeast Asia or South Africa is essentially the decision. I like South Africa more, but
South Africa.
I
like
just
this.
I just want to get a guy there, you know.
So do we not want to
This
coup
is-
Algeria? What do we want to coup? We want to coup
Or
Panama?
maybe Thailand. You can.
No, South Africa for me.
Do we want to coup with East European? It's kind of annoying.
I think East European, yeah.
Poland.
Yeah, but they don't have access. I
We
don't
can
want to
jam. Maybe cool with Truman.
No, I would.
Which is kind of annoying.
Yeah, exactly. I think I'd go East European.
This
But
isn't going to want to coup with NORAD, right? You're not that sort of people. No, it's probably not worth it. All right, it's either Truman or East European. Truman is like it's going to be annoying if they start getting funky in Europe because they don't have a lot of places to spend their ops.
No, Truman is good, right? If we use Truman now.
So yeah, I mean, if
yeah,
we use
Truman
East
now is
European,
fine. Yeah,
if we use East European, Truman's going to be annoying because
we can do Truman now.
Panama, Libya.
What's the
I think
odds
it's
on
Panama.
Panama? 5 or 6?
We need a 5.
6.
We need a 5.
Well,
And a 5 doesn't even help that
5
much.
just gives them.
Sorry.
Yeah, the 5 they just use a 3 up, but yeah. Libya's
5 is
useless. Yeah, let's do
decent.
Panama.
We could also use NTB. It's a lot of ops, but
Mm.
I kind of want to hold NDB.
yeah,
I think I want let's do Truman Panama. I think
Or Panama or Libya. I can do.
Panama's better.
Libya just being
I think-
annoying.
I don't know if either one is necessary. I guess Panama is like more likely to actually get
Panama's
the thing.
one op better, and it's. I mean, I think it's more important because we're dominating Middle East anyway. At least until it's not. But
Okay, you want to do this?
Yeah, Panama
I think
then.
Panama. Yeah. Oh my god.
Okay,
It's
okay.
communism.
It's a good time to roll one, guys. Think about it.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's true.
Yeah, at
Yeah,
least we
yeah.
didn't use a high off. Exactly.
That was a throwaway coup. It's a good thing we used Truman. Now we don't have to worry about like annoyance over there.
We
Indy Reds
do
is now
lost 1 mil off.
Definitely take Iraq.
Lost 1 mil off
Take
point.
Iraq at some point.
Yeah, we lost one. If they
don't
let
wanna
us,
space-
do we spend
Space
wanna
twice,
space.
right? We can space twice.
Yeah, we're gonna want a double space.
maybe? Yeah.
Or add in
What
East
is, I
European,
guess
think.
we could consider spacing like East European. It's really annoying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
More add than East European. Yeah.
We can do you guys want to hold 5-year plan here? Kind of, right?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, probably.
But we need to use it like as soon as possible. It's kind of
I'm
annoying.
always a little scared of holding it into the mid-war.
Yeah, me too.
With your
Oh no, God, please.
All right, 2/3 chance.
Ooh, another
Another
4.
4.
On the
All
edge.
right.
Ooh,
Now that's okay. Do we want
I
to just
got-
get rid of an obligation?
I
like
got
spacing.
hugs of pleasure.
I'm okay with either this or just spacing something.
I think I'd rather space.
I don't think
This
we
is kind of scary. It's using up all our ops, but it's the only contested battleground.
We also want to take Iraq though at some point. So like, if,
I like taking Iraq and Saudi more.
yes,
You want to just
honestly,
space then?
I like spacing.
Okay, yeah.
Alright.
We can get our mill up, right? We can coup Colombia at some point. You want to space now though?
Yeah, we will
Mhm.
want to do that. With
Space for now?
special probably. Yeah,
Sure.
space NORAD.
Oh, that sucks. Okay.
Oh, that's annoying. Another bad
We
roll.
need to
but we
flip
did
the
just get a nice roll in
rolls.
India, so- The rolls are bad. Like whoever's rolling, all the rolls are bad for both sides. Like
Okay, another.
All right, so blockade is going to coup Colombia, right? For sure.
We can do it as soon as possible. We need to do it as soon as possible, actually.
yeah, I like.
We need
I like
our
Koreans
second
too.
mill up. They have 2 mill ups already. There's no reason to try to deny them anything.
Exactly.
I mean, to be honest, as much as we complain about those Panama rolls, the 2 IP rolls matter a lot more than the Panama rolls.
Yes.
So that's
Exactly.
annoying.
Yikes.
Okay, so special relationship now is like useless. So
Now I'm more okay 5-year planning because there's not really anything we're not afraid of. But I don't know. Want to just coup this?
Just coup it. Yep.
I like Colombia now. Yeah.
Big.
Actually, are we gonna get rid of 5-year plan? If we want to get rid of 5-year plan, then we should coup it special, right?
It's kind of
Isn't it
same,
the
right?
same? It's the same thing. Yeah.
No, because we get an extra op this way. Oh no, because we're purged.
Well, it's the
right?
same though. We get 2 ops either way. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot we were purged. Otherwise, it would have been better.
I think we could do special first though, if you'd rather not give it later on in the turn or something, but
This?
and have to sweat blockade.
Yeah.
I think we should do special first, right? It is better. Okay, it doesn't matter. I was just gonna say it's better to make them have to think about blockade, but not the rest of the turn. But
Oh yeah, that's true.
probably. Yeah.
That's true, but I mean, they're just gonna space Suez, like, or space Korean War. I don't know. They're not gonna play Korean War,
Yeah, they're gonna space Korean War. Pretty
which
sure.
means they were holding Suez anyway. So
Yeah, they're spacing Korean War definitely.
Southeast Asia is kind of bad, and maybe Central is kind of bad.
I don't know, they have UN intervention, so I guess it was kind of bad because now they can do this.
Yeah.
Good call. Good call.
Yeah.
I was saying it as you were cooing, and I'm just like, okay. Let's see.
So we want to give up this, I guess.
Do you guys want to take
Yeah.
South Africa?
Let's do Iraq first.
I don't want to take it now.
Yeah, let's do that. I like that.
I like this.
Yeah, I would
That's-
rather fill up South America.
Let's do Iraq next turn after.
No, I think I'd rather.
We do need to do.
But this for now.
I'd rather fill up South America than South Africa.
Are we okay with this?
We do have 3 countries. I mean,
Yeah, it's so easy to get flipped.
It's easy to flip.
having-
I'm fine with this. Okay. We have Colombia, so like.
I mean, they'll probably do it at some point, but it's nice to have. It gives us time. But I do think getting at least one more in Argentina is good.
Did they use NATO already?
No.
No.
I have it.
So there are remaining cards here.
Do you want to get this obligation out of our hand now?
Let's get East.
Sure.
Well, we have to. Yeah.
So we do whole 5-year plan.
Or we get rid of special relationship with it. We want the extra op and not to have it. Like, what are we? There's not really anything we're afraid of.
Central America.
Southeast Asia. Oh yeah, that's true.
I think we hold it.
This?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit worried about holding it. I don't know. There's just so much bad stuff you could get.
But we're not going to be purged though. At least.
True, but
5-year plan.
yes, yeah.
Every time I get rid of 5-year plan, I get punished.
You know, if we get rid of it, we're going to draw Central or Southeast Asia.
Yeah. Every time.
I think it's
If we
worth
keep it, we'll
to
draw
keep
CIA
it.
though. So
We want to keep it.
Oh yeah, the CIA. Yep, that's true. CIA is also bad.
I'd almost rather just have the extra op and get
Middle
rid of
East is still very shaky.
Yeah, 2 in Iraq is pretty nice. Oh, now we definitely.
I kind of want to do special to coup. Whoa, no.
Why not
That's so
this?
defensive. I don't like that.
They're gonna jam India. Like
Yeah, but jamming
Asia
India,
Dom is hanging by a thread. If they jam India, they'll Dom for sure, right?
I mean, okay, so
They can still
Asia
use
domination.
NATO to jam, but I don't know.
yeah.
I really don't want to let them jam India, at least not cheaply. This is now very inefficient for them to jam.
Sure, I'm okay with that. What do you
This
think,
gives them.
Corey?
I mean, I just don't like the look of it, but I guess Indo-Pak is out, so it does make sense. I guess I wasn't thinking of Indo-Pak when you did this move, but it is out of the deck, so I think this is actually probably correct. Yeah.
Sure.
Because otherwise they're going to jam 100%, and now
It gives them nowhere great to jam.
they're just going to take Cuba.
I like clear up our hand just to get more stuff. I just don't want to get stuck with this.
I'm maybe too paranoid about bringing 5-year plan into the mid-war, but like if Europe was still around, I would probably consider.
Yeah,
it.
if
They have
Europe's
to be
still
so annoyed. They have to be so annoyed how defensive we're playing, though. Like they're just pissed right now, but we'll see if it works.
I mean,
they have a big 4 up. They want to jam something. This makes it hard for them. Like
Well, they can't jam anything now.
they could jam
To
South
take
Africa
Cuba.
or something.
So yeah, they can jam.
Oh,
South
taking
Africa
Cuba
or
into
Egypt.
Fidel. Fidel is still around, right? That's a bold move. Just
That's true.
blind
I'm just thinking
Cuba.
of like where they'd even spend ops though. Like they have nowhere. I mean, unless they want to double break North Korea.
they can jam Egypt.
They can
Put one
jam
into
West
Jordan.
Germany, I
They could
guess.
still. It's just way less efficient for them.
They can jam West Germany if they want to jam Egypt.
Middle East
please
is
do.
shaky.
Yeah.
East Germany with Europe scored and Warsaw around is kind of iffy. I don't know. I'd consider just jamming South Africa. Like, probably they won't want to.
We need a coup though next turn. Like we need a coup to succeed. I think because Central America looks bad.
Gonna jam
Okay,
something.
NATO. You think that's going to South Africa?
730.
Oh, they're just gonna like.
Wow, that's a weird move. Okay,
They're just not jamming
all over the board.
Oh, this is nice.
Oh, we got South America. Nice.
Is it? Can you click the discard? Like the yeah.
7 removed, 15 discard.
Okay, never mind.
I think South America. This is a pretty garbage hand.
I think Cambridge 5 headline.
It's either that or the
know
gun.
what else. Yeah, I don't want to do the gunman at all.
I kind of want to do the gunman.
Really?
I kind of like Gunman.
Gunman is
4? Oh,
it's the best turn 4 hand there is because the information matters.
It's better on turn 4 than turn 6, but yeah.
They're gonna do something nasty, and this lets us coup and then respond to whatever nasty thing they do.
Ideally, we do missile envy. That's a great headline, but we just
not with
then we're gonna lose the
we can see their hand first and then decide mixile envy.
Yeah,
you know.
Missile envy.
That's perfect information.
You're right. That's fair. Yeah, that is big information.
Gunman,
we could coup a non-battleground. We're gonna coup a non-battleground most likely, but that's useful also.
Well, it depends.
If they headline something nasty, we can do about it. We're gonna do this though. Right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's do Lone Gunman then. Please show us a bunch of cards that we want to see. Okay.
Please show us like U.S. Japan and no other form.
Yeah, exactly. U.S. Japan is nice.
Or ABM or something.
ABM, yeah, show us only good 4-ups. Yeah, because if they have flower power, then it's useless. But yeah.
Well, can someone check the discard pile? See what I missed. Europe.
Hard to tell.
NORAD.
I see. Now that's annoying, but they got to go first. So, put it in, Zayu. Dare you?
Yeah, wow, that is an annoying headline, but there's so many good ones for them.
It's a lot less annoying because we headline Lone Gunman. I'll tell you that.
At least we overprotect something.
They're gonna go Indonesia, Zaire, and then the 2 other 1 subs, I think. Maybe
Yeah, I don't know if
They
they'll
might go to
into India.
Cameroon once the realignment.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But like government gives us like 2 action round, kind of.
No, Indonesia. Wow. Okay. Oh, they've
Interesting.
nuke
Let me lock
subs.
in. Let me
Nice.
lock in. Where's
Voice
it?
of America.
Oh, their hand is
good.
amazing. Yeah, their hand is so good.
Can you guys just read it out? What they have?
Yeah, sure. They have Esknop, Vietnam, Brezhnev, OAS, SALT, Voice, Comic-Con, and Nuclear Subs. Which means we get absolutely shit.
Missile Envy
because
gives us nothing. Also, yeah, Missile Envy gives us Comic-Con.
If they play Comic-Con, it's like maybe even then. We could try to hold it till the end of the turn because they're probably going to hold Askinol, right? So we can, if we hold Missile Envy, we can screw with them.
Ooh, that's a good strategy. Yeah.
I kind of want to just coup Zaire here and then immediately dump South America score.
No, because they're going to hold Brezhnev till the end of the turn.
Okay.
We can't do that because then they'll just give us Brezhnev on the last AR. Yeah.
Okay.
So they do want to event subs, right? Well.
Yeah, they're going to event.
Oh, they have subs too. Yeah.
VOA also
eventing
big
subs, and
problem.
they're going to coup with SALT and Vietnam.
Just coup and dump the scoring.
Yeah, I think we should coup and dump the scoring. Right. This is a very good hand.
Zaire. Dump the scoring now. What?
They have VOA. They're going to screw us if we don't.
Well, yeah, but we don't have to dump the scoring. We can go into Cuba or Chile. I mean, we can coup.
I don't think we have the option to respond that.
We have VOA proof. We have a VOA proof South America right now. They're going to use VOA to take away the.
It's only two victory points. Yeah, for control.
They're going to use VOA us.
They're going to OAS, and we're not going to be able to fight.
They're going to use VOA to flip both Angola and Nigeria.
The thing is, it's not VOA proof because Chile is 1, right? We need to take it.
And then we go into.
Do you guys see Africa right now? They're going to VOA Nigeria and Angola. They're going to flip both.
I guess it is what it is.
America and though, right? Like, if we don't score, let's say we go into Chile, they're going to immediately voice us out of probably South. At some point, they're going to voice us out of South America. Unless you think you're saying they're going to voice us out of. If we do that
right now, I mean, they can flip 2 full countries.
So coup Zaire is it's just happening, right? Coup Zaire is just happening.
Yeah. Yes.
Do that now?
Yes.
Good.
I don't think we can afford to just give them Nigeria and Angola. Like,
how do we stop it though? We don't have any ops to protect it.
We could do like one Argentina.
You're saying something like this?
Yeah.
Well, I would rather overprotect Nigeria then. Well, but they are gonna event subs, right?
Yeah, exactly. So even if we do this, they just event subs.
Yeah.
And we still get control though. I mean,
we
make them coup instead of letting them. Because right now VOA is like, I mean, it's only useful in Africa. Like, so they're gonna even take.
What about take South Africa? Because that's the best thing we can hold, right? Well, they're gonna.
I'm just very worried about our position in South America here. Maybe shouldn't be that worried, but
I'm fine with this as long as we then like realign Angola afterwards, I guess.
Can OAS do
I don't want to. They can pretty easily get a 4-country domination in Africa.
So, question is it worth, given our bad ops, putting 2 ops in Chile for 2 victory points? I kind of think it's not.
Wait.
Well, we still don't let them flip Africa so easily though.
They have nuclear subs. They're going to do it anyway, right?
Yeah, but we can just. Nuclear subs isn't foolproof though. Like if you surround Africa, if you surround South Africa, you can just realign. Like, remember last game when we were in that same situation where we had to coup like an inefficient country because otherwise we were going to get realigned in Africa? Like you can set that up. I remember we had to coup Angola.
So we're using arms race here. You guys thinking?
Just very like I'd rather have this used to like bully them if they start preventing nuclear subs and things, or to fill Middle East because we're going to have to give Sadat. I just feel like I don't know if we have the ops to be greedy in South America here.
Scoring now though just lets them do everything though.
Yeah, well,
That's
we
right.
should just play ops here.
I don't want to do that. I think I want to do South America. Like either we could just do one Argentina if we're that scared of VOA, or we could just do two Chile. I like one.
I like
South
two
Africa,
Chile more.
Two Chile.
At least that prevent. If they use VOA here, we can just score it.
Want to do this?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
We want to make them have to work in South Africa a little bit. So now I don't even know. I'm not sure what they do right now, but
what if they event subs here?
Score South America.
If they South take purge, I guess next turn is also gonna suck.
So much nasty stuff they could do here. We don't even have a 3-op that we could play, which is tough.
We don't have 3 ops now. We only have 2 ops now.
Yeah, we're in a pretty weak spot here, and we're gonna have to show that we only have 2 ops soon. I mean, I feel like no matter what we do, we're gonna lose a lot of ground in Africa here, and I think we just have to accept that. Do you want to hold? I guess we hold Sadat probably.
Yeah.
We might be able to steal Brezhnev. Just might be.
That's true. They have to get rid of Comic-Con, and then I don't know.
Well, they'd give us Salt before Brezhnev, so they're going to do 2 Nigeria, 2 Angola here.
Yeah, which
they're not. Oh, that is not. What? Did they really take one out of Iraq? What?
No, they can just take it. Yeah, they want to remove the assets to Saudi.
Okay. We could do this if you guys want to just go back into Iraq, or we could just score.
I want to take Iraq or put 2 in.
We can't take Iraq.
I mean 2. Just put ops in.
It makes it so that Muslim is still annoying for them if they want to fight us there.
Yeah.
Listen, of how worried are we?
I just feel like that's not threatening something.
What about 1 Sudan, 1 Iraq?
Yeah, I like that more. Or 1 Cameroon, 1 Iraq.
Sudan.
Yeah, I like Cameroon. Yeah.
I really don't want to give them Formosan. Are you guys okay if we avoid that?
Yeah, sure.
We have to space Usuri. Or are you saying hold Formosa? Or we could space both. There's a 2/3 chance that we're gonna be able to space both. So yeah.
I'd rather give Usuri, I think, or I'd rather give Sadat than Formosa.
No, we can't. Usuri is kind of bad. I mean, true Pakistan.
Or if we can't even do Formosa into top.
Usuri is really bad here because it's 2 Pakistan, 2 North Korea.
Usuri is really bad. Formosan is better than Usuri. Then yeah, for sure.
What about R-Man though? I mean, I don't want to give him R-Man at all.
But we kind of have to.
South America's
I don't think we have a choice. But
well, we're gonna space 2 cards here though potentially.
Yeah, but I'd rather give. That's true, but I'd still rather give
choices between Formosa,
especially
and R-Man,
because
I guess
this is like the worst thing they could have.
That's the best card for us. Yeah, we have the only good thing for us. Middle East is fine, but
Africa is still tentatively good for us.
Yes, tentatively.
If they drop subs here, we can just score.
Yeah, I think we should because they have some high ops. How interested are we in bumping up DEF CON? I feel like we're fine with it. If they get rid of Comic-Con, we can event Missile Envy.
If they get purged, we can Missile Envy.
Oh, true.
That's their only 4 ops.
Wait for them to use salt. I think
that's their only 4 ops.
But I mean,
wait for them to use salt because otherwise they'll give us Brezhnev.
Yeah, they'll give us Brezhnev. That's right.
Which isn't that good on AR3.
Depends what they salt. Is there anything else they might want to salt? I guess not. Maybe voice, but probably just purge, right?
Maybe VOA. That's the only other things.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they salt VOA, that'd be annoying. But
The fact that they have Brezhnev is so annoying because Missile Envy would be so good otherwise.
Well,
Yeah.
they're gonna play like get rid of that this turn. So
yeah, they're playing Brezhnev on AR7.
yeah, that's why we are likely to steal that. We could steal that somehow later.
I was hoping we could try to save it and steal Asknot, but you're right. They're going to hold Asknot and play Brezhnev last day off.
Yeah.
Which means we can't keep holding South too long because at some point they're not going to hold OAS for the last action. I mean, maybe they'll play Brezhnev in action early because they want to end with OAS, but definitely not after we.
So they might cool here. I feel like they might cool. It's either Colombia or Cameroon.
Yeah, Colombia would be annoying. I guess we could counter coup because we need mill-ops anyway, but
If they cool Colombia, we can just score it, right? I mean,
we're going to need one
Yeah.
more mill-op either way, so we could also coup back if we want.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
but I kind of feel like Cameroon is more important in this case because they're gonna event subs. If
Cameroon's
they're gonna
gonna
event subs, which
Exactly.
country they are cooling? They cool either of them, and then we can realign.
Exactly.
that's true. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to use the bathroom while they're thinking. I'll be right back.
This turn has been very interesting.
All because of government.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, otherwise we would have just not had any idea and just like played around it.
it's a. I mean, it's a good turn to spend more
Oh, okay. You think they're gonna take
purge.
Purge?
Damn.
Oh no.
Okay.
I think we VOA or South America now.
Yeah. That's so annoying.
Yep. So they're not. I'm confused what they're doing with nuclear subs. I just don't understand. Like,
They might just hold
why
it.
didn't they headline it? I don't like. Why
Okay,
didn't
so they
headline
salted
nuclear
something.
subs?
What did they salt?
VOA.
They salted
Right.
VOA. I think we do
okay.
South America now. We get our maximum points.
Yeah, I think we do that.
There's
we do.
no good realigns on the board for them.
They might coup Pakistan if we do this, but maybe that's okay.
I mean, yeah. Oof.
Ooh,
We have to
that's
allow it,
true.
though, I
That's
mean.
true.
It's under.
So do we?
That's actually pretty big.
We could coup Nigeria.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Go
What about
Nigeria.
Corey?
I think resolve first. Yeah.
It's
You always
risky in
wanna resolve
Brazil.
army first.
They might coup, but we still have time. Okay, we resolve this and then coup Nigeria.
They're not cooing Brazil, but yeah.
I just hate giving up on man, but I think we need to coup Nigeria.
Yeah.
here.
Well,
Yeah, I'm
don't
not
just
sure
start
what line they're
Africa now.
going for.
Yeah, I don't know why
We
they
only
take
do socialist governments. That
only
could be a lot worse.
socialists. So there's a bunch of blue cards left, but at least they only
They
discard
have
one.
VOA again, so maybe they can.
Coup Nigeria.
I like Nigeria.
Big.
Yeah. Big. Yes, nice.
You know, it could have been better, but we won't complain.
I mean, Africa's good now. Like even after they coup and maybe mess around with VOA, like I don't know. That Iraq
I think they're going to
move was
hold
bizarre, but
subs. I think they're
They are gonna hold subs for next turn.
they should. Yeah. So what cards are they holding then? Are they holding? They're not going to hold. Are they
They're
holding?
holding 2
Kennedy?
cards now.
Or they shouldn't hold Kennedy, but they don't know about South America, so
They should probably still hold Kennedy. Like holding Kennedy is just always good. They're probably going to hold Kennedy in subs, right?
Or
I think
VOA.
VOA and subs, right? Yeah.
Maybe. No, they'll probably. Yeah, maybe. Oh, that's a little more.
Fine.
We just score
Yeah,
South
let's do
America.
Score it. Score it.
I think and then like you go. Yeah. Nice, 10 points out of it. We got it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Spacing.
We have no ops. Nothing.
Missile.
2
I guess we
spacing.
space Surrey first, right?
2 spacing
Yeah, we
incoming.
supposed to Surrey first. It's weird that it's only AR4. Or yeah, it is kind of
Wait,
strange.
Formosan is unplayable, right?
I think so, yeah.
They both are. Because they can flip Pakistan with the China card if we give them access. So
We're going to lose some ground here. I don't know where, but we're going to lose some ground. Probably. Glad that we still have domination in Africa and it's this far into the turn. Surprisingly.
Yeah.
They are holding Ask Not now. Well, I think like we should event Missile
Well, they're
next
holding
turn.
2 cards. They could play China and then hold like 1,000,000 cards if they wanted to, but
Wait, guys, I think we should event Envy next turn. Because either they give us Ask Not or they give us Brezhnev.
Do we care that much
Brezhnev's
about Brezhnev?
useless.
I think we do, right? We have
I guess we can space the dot.
But that's not worth anything. I mean,
I mean, it's just 2 ops of 3 ops. It's always good, right?
So we take away their ops by 1, and then we get.
I think it's net minus
Brezhnev or something.
right?
It's always good because they are gonna use that 3 ops no matter what later at
we can use this 2
AR7.
ops. We can use this 2 ops.
We lose 2 ops from Missile Envy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But they lose 3 ops?
They lose 1.
No, they
because
lose
get
1
Lose
op.
1 op.
Yeah,
So
so I think
we
it's
lose a
net
net
bad.
1 op in exchange for like a meaningless op.
In exchange for getting to space the dot, they're
gonna do the Iraq thing again. Yeah, they had to flip it. I don't know why they took so long to do that.
Okay. Not that. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they have some master plan. This doesn't feel that inspired to me. They're useless.
I don't quite understand it all, but okay.
I mean, they have domination. Good for them. I think we should space.
Still space, I think.
I mean,
yeah.
We can realign Angola, but it's not going to accomplish anything because they'll just go back.
No, not yet. Yeah, no.
Guess we could go into Botswana. Then
Botswana is the only move. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm okay with going into Botswana for spacing. No, but it does mean that they can't like. It's a kind of an important country because otherwise they go in. Now we have a good realign. Exactly. Otherwise they have a good realign.
I like this. Yeah, I like this.
It means we won't be able to respond when they OAS, which is annoying. But that region's already scored.
Yeah, region's scored.
I just feel like Iraq is better than this. I don't know why, but
I think either space or I like space. We have to space twice, pretty much.
Okay. Space?
Yeah.
Start with this one?
I think start with you, Surrey.
Because I just feel like they will cut us off in Iraq. And then we get permanent dom.
Now what do we do?
I'd rather play Formosan than Sadat.
This is so annoying, though.
Just put 1 in Iraq.
Yeah, but they have a China card, though. Sadat is worse, because Sadat gives them the country, whereas Formosan, they still have to spend 3 ops.
Yeah, but they're just going to put Brezhnev in. Sure.
Yeah. It's still better, though.
I hate Formosan. I don't like giving it up at all, like especially in a situation like this. It's going to be we're going to get domed in Asia for the rest of the game if we get up Formosan.
No, but they have the China card, so it's not as bad.
They don't have to play the China card.
Yeah, but the US, you want to play the China card sometimes. Isn't the Korean War still out there?
Yeah, I think so.
It's in the discard.
In the discard. Right, so the Korean War will come back on turn 7, and then Asia will get scored on turn 7.
Well, the Korean War's not going to help once they take Taiwan. Not that.
Oh yeah, that's true. Then it's bad. Yeah.
Like we can't give up Asia domination.
Part of me feels like they will give us Arsenal if we play Missile Envy for events.
No, they definitely won't. They give us Brezhnev. It doesn't matter.
Because if they give us Brezhnev, they might worry about CIA. They might worry we have CIA.
We can't
space anymore.
Yeah.
Not now. I mean, like
they're not giving us.
Last
they're
turn.
not giving us Kennedy.
Last AR.
They're not giving us Kennedy.
We still can't space, right?
Yeah.
The last AR doesn't even matter because
they'd give us Brezhnev then. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I see.
Before we space, okay. I mean.
What if we do this? How do people feel if we do this and then we put Sadat into Iraq?
Sadat into where?
Okay.
Iraq.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the best we can do, right? OAS, we can't do anything.
No,
I
but
guess-
luckily it's already scored.
So we do want to play Sadat over Formosan, or yeah. So we want to give him Sadat.
I really don't want to give them Formosan.
Let's do the math here. So Formosan is 1 extra op for us,
Yes.
and they have to spend 3 ops. But in
Yes.
exchange, it's Middle East versus Asia, essentially.
But that's
it's-
five
I'm counting
points.
Formosan as like
VPs.
10-ish points throughout the rest of the game. I feel like that's about right. I know, maybe like 12-ish points.
Well, that's
No,
a high
5
estimate.
and 10.
That's a high estimate.
It's 5, 1 for the battleground, and then 4 for domination. And Asia gets scored 2.5 times throughout the rest of the game.
Yeah, but they could play the China card though, potentially.
And they could, but they're only going to do it if they're very desperate. If we give them Formosan, and that gives them the dom.
Yeah.
I agree we play Sadat.
Sadat is a lot of VPs also. I think we still, I don't know. It's close. I think it's closer than you're making it seem, but
It definitely is, but I just
Sadat
feel like
is 1 less op, and also they don't have to spend ops. But yeah, I agree. They want to spend ops in Taiwan.
Muslim
Otherwise, they
Revolution
spend
is also
ops in,
still
like-
around, which I guess
Yeah.
means we kind of want to go into Israel, so we're adjacent, but
Yeah, we do.
also Iraq stops them from dominating us.
Why
I still
didn't they take salt? They take purge. They are thinking we
No, they
have
should have taken
envy.
purge.
No,
Wow.
it could have been big brain. I don't know.
That's
I
next
still-
level play for me.
Yeah, that
Interesting.
is.
Ooh,
They're
okay.
gonna take Botswana now.
Well, that's annoying.
What is going on? Okay.
That kind of makes me
Yeah,
want to just do this.
I don't think we can give them Sadat. We're giving them Sadat now, even though it's flips domination. No way, no way. That is crazy. We can't flip domination. That's 6 VPs.
This is 5.
It's gonna happen, I feel like.
I'd rather do Formosan then. Now that we can't take Iraq.
Space Formosan next time. Nothing we can do about Sadat next time.
That's true, but we're gonna get a card worse than. Wow, space. Yeah,
I guess the alternative is something like this, which I
Or-
feel like there's
or
going to go
Botswana.
straight into Taiwan if we do this. But
are we
I don't know.
fine just gambling that? I mean, Middle East is horrible if we play Sadat. Like,
I don't know. Harry, why don't you pick? Be the tiebreaker. I'm not that opposed to this. I just think giving up the Dom feels pretty bad.
Oh, I don't
you
know.
say, Harry?
That's so gross.
I think Sadat's even grosser. But
I guess maybe this is like slightly better than the thing we just did because it makes Muslim Revolution better. I don't know.
Another thing, Formosan also decreased the threat of Korean War.
Yep. Because yeah, I think I like definitely prefer this, or I guess this. But
the Iraq isn't as good. But is it?
I like Saudi more.
this,
Yeah, it is gross, but I guess we need to do it. Oh.
Yuck. Yuck.
South America aside, I still
Are you-
kind of can't shake the feeling they could have made better use of their double voice of America. Some of what they did feels kind of weird. The fact that we're still like in a reasonable position in Africa, despite the
Okay,
fact that
where will
subs,
OAS go? Where will OAS go?
they're gonna use Brezhnev
No.
before OAS, right? I think they'll use Brezhnev
Oh,
You should use
save
Brezhnev.
OAS. Just because South America's gone, it probably like
one Cameroon,
Argentina.
2 Botswana.
We need to
Yeah.
get Asia next turn, so then
Oh.
this Formosan play looks good.
It's gonna come. It's gonna come.
Sure, but they're
I'm
both going to
thinking
come.
like
So we need to get
Asia.
Asia before Middle East.
Asia is just dead weight. They can draw Asia. We'll just draw Muslim
Usuri-
Revolution.
Usuri is gone. Only ABM can flip it now, I guess. And Brush War.
Brush War, but they probably have Brush War. Maybe not. Yeah, they probably Brush. Maybe they Brush War.
We do spend a
If
lot
they
of
draw
time
Middle
on
East
this
next
turn.
then then this play was definitely wrong. But if we draw Middle East, then it could be right.
I think there's just a lot of time to flip middle. I mean, there's like we can still tie Middle East and potentially dominate.
Yeah, a
Asia
4
would've
ops
been
can
awesome.
tie.
That's a lot of. I mean, that's 4 ops.
We could have. Well, they are not gonna allow us. They're gonna put something in. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Southeast Asia is going to be really good for them.
So this is why it was good we didn't hold 5-year plan. That would have been a disaster.
Yes.
Central America. Oh well, this
lib theory auto headline.
let's think it over.
Good here, but
Yeah, Liverpool.
Live Theo, is that the obvious headline?
lib Theo, yeah.
Shuttle diplomacy is also annoying.
Oh yeah, shuttle diplomacy ruin. Shuttle diplomacy is the same thing as Formosan.
There's no good scoring left for us, which sucks.
I mean, we might have to choose between Africa. I guess we have to choose Central America.
We need to cool Central, right? And just hope Africa didn't come out. Or we take Botswana.
That doesn't even stop the Dom though.
Well, we kind of have to, right? If they take it, that's
we
bad.
Want to take it, but yeah.
I mean, but do we take it? And if we take it instead of cooing, then they just coup Zaire.
We can't do that. But yeah.
We should coup for sure.
Yeah, we want a coup.
I mean, yeah, we could like take Panama and Botswana. Hey, that's an option.
What about 2 Panama, 1 Cuba, and then coup Angola?
I think we do that. Yeah, I think
Angola. Oh, and then just try to take Cuba.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Because I feel like Angola is just too important here.
Angola is really good though here. Yeah.
Angola with alliance. Yes.
Or
we want alliance to be 0 VPs though. Like we want to.
Or 1 Panama, 1 Mexico, 1 Cuba, and then
and then with alliance. Yeah.
Kind of talk.
That's the only way to make it 0. Yeah, exactly. That's the only way to make it 0.
I mean, there's a chance they just immediately realign Cuba, which would.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess if they immediately realign Cuba, then we just score it. And
what about like 1 Panama, 1 Nicaragua, 1 Cuba?
Yeah.
1 Mexico, 1 Cuba. Because if they immediately realign, we can dump it for 1 VP, right? Because they won't have battleground.
Ooh, true. No, they might able to realign us out from Mexico.
Out of Mexico, you're right. Yeah. But then they
we have defector. Okay.
You're saying 1 Panama.
Do you exit out and then reload because there's a thing on the screen?
Oh, I forgot about that.
No.
That's yikes.
I think 2 Panama, 1 Cuba, right?
They're just gonna take Panama back. If we do this.
Yeah, but they're gonna. I don't want them to do bad stuff in South America.
They might go something in Cuba. Yeah.
You think they might do it like in Nicaragua?
They're gonna take Panama, but like they're gonna take Panama either way. Well, now they'll just go Haiti, Panama.
Yeah, but Haiti, Panama is not so bad because they can't realign us, right? Do you think they'll try to take Cuba?
They might. Well, with Fidel there, if they are holding Fidel, maybe they would do it.
What are other options?
And if we doesn't have Fidel, we will put one in Cuba, right?
Do you think they'll go Haiti?
Oh, we are baiting them, maybe. Yeah, that's next level play.
I think at least this forces them to go 2 into Panama, and then we can coup Angola and prey on the realigns. I don't know. Is that what we want to do? This is like, do you want to offshore us in Cuba? They probably will.
I don't know, man.
It's so
hard.
confusing. Yeah, I honestly have no idea. I think if we
It's a
go
coup
I just
Panama,
I don't know
what's our
which one
plan
is
here?
better.
What are
It's
we
kind of
doing on
like the
Air
same,
1?
but maybe one of them is
Yeah.
better, you know.
Are we cooing Panama on Air 1, or are we taking Panama? Or are we gonna coup Angola no matter what? Like,
I don't know.
We can cool we
do
can
we really want to give
cool
them lines for
Panama.
progress? Are we just gonna throw away 2 VPs? I mean, it's only 2, but like, yeah.
But
The alternative is just a coup. We have the scoring. Maybe it's not crazy to do
Yeah, we
this.
have
and
the
just coup
scoring,
Panama.
right? Yeah, I think we coup Panama.
no, if they take Panama back, I vote Zaire. Sorry,
And
Angola. Because I just feel like cooling a two-step is not good.
just hope we don't get realigned out of Cuba.
Yeah, but because we can't prevent anything, right? Like they have.
All right, then I
OAS.
like Panama. I like Panama, Nicaragua, Cuba. Then
They might opt. They might just take Cuba. Like if we do this, they can just take Cuba. Right?
well, then we're getting controlled.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like they could do one here, one Cuba, then we coup, and then they just put they put the rest of them into Cuba, right?
Oh yeah.
This, I mean, they could still take Cuba, I guess. It just takes a 4
Yeah,
up instead of a 3 up.
exactly.
Okay, so 2 Panama, 1 Cuba then, right?
Let's do
I think
this. Let's see
so.
what they
Yeah,
do.
let's
And they're
do
just gonna
this.
put 2 in Panama.
We're gonna go to Panama, and they're gonna be like, "Why the hell do you guys take so long?"
The fact we take so long might signal we have the scoring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should.
Okay. We could coup Panama still. I know you don't want to take the inefficient coup. Or we coup Angola. I think one or the other.
I
Probably
mean,
with
I
Alliance.
think we have to go Panama. Like, are we
So
really
worst
gonna
case
allow them to
scenario,
control?
Central goes to 7, right? Central
8.
goes to 7.
I guess 7 if we coup
I think it's
Guatemala.
yeah, it's 7.
So if we saying we coup Panama and succeed, we save maybe 5 points.
I mean, we can dominate Central America if we succeed.
No,
Yeah,
I
but
don't think.
I see what you're saying. Like if the domination is the same as Cuba, like right.
No, but if we flip Zaire, that also save us 5 points.
I mean, Angola.
Angola, yeah,
Angola is
5. It's pretty much a guarantee 5. But the thing is, they have us not. They might be able to dump it, and
Yeah, exactly.
maybe we need to play for what we have.
I think we have to play for what we have.
I'd
That's my
rather. I think I'd
argument.
rather Panama.
So alliance coup Panama, or
I'd rather use the 2
I
step
think we will bury you. Yeah,
and then Alliance is cheaper next.
exactly. The alliance should be cheaper anyway, but
we need it's 50-50. So we basically put everything on 50-50 now.
What is this? This is 100%. It is
Oh,
tempting to take the
yeah.
100%.
Or no, a zero is a fail, or a 1 is a fail.
Yeah, 2/3 versus 50-50. 5/6.
This is 5/6. Yeah, 5/6 versus 50-50.
I could be tempted to do this. This is it's a big swing, unless they have ABM, in which case it doesn't matter.
They might have it. They might have Honta. They might have that.
I mean, they might have brush war too, right? If we coup Panama, we just make a very juicy brush war target. I don't know. I'd rather just take the battleground swing, having thought about it. What do you guys think?
Well, you guys outvote me then.
Harry, do you still want to do Angola?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh well, we got it.
Yep.
Okay. Well, hopefully we can just do 2 Cuba.
Take Cuba and then 2 Haiti. Yeah, 2 Haiti.
Nicaragua, Haiti.
Yeah, 2 Cuba, 1 Haiti, 1 Nicaragua.
I also
want to take Iraq very soon.
We can coup Guatemala just for the presence if they take Cuba.
Yeah, but that's terrible for us then.
They just put 4 ops into Cuba here. That's really
I don't see that.
bold.
But it could take Saudi. Saudi's better for them than Cuba.
I feel like they probably think we don't have Fidel, but we don't have the scoring right now.
We also need to take Middle East. It's also
Yeah, we have a lot of
important.
things to
Yeah.
do.
What
So
are
we
we gonna
also need to
space?
secure
Formosan or
Cuba as
shuttle?
well. It's kind of annoying.
Space Formosan. And try to hold shuttle. At least until if they score Asia.
I guess so. Well, shuttle's gonna be bad no matter what, though. I mean, it's the same thing as Formosan,
It's
essentially.
true. No, it's not the same thing because it only goes once.
True. Yeah. It's similar though. Like it's bad.
It's less bad in
It's
the Middle East.
extremely bad.
Okay, they are not playing immediately into Cuba, so they doesn't have Fidel pretty much.
They're not gonna play into Cuba. Yeah, Justin doesn't want that, right? I feel like he doesn't like that type of
Yeah.
It's a very aggressive play. I would do it.
play. Yeah.
Probably.
Only if they hold Fidel.
I don't do it in this situation typically. Yeah, if you don't have Fidel, like it's crazy.
Depends on if you read the one into Cuba as like I don't have Fidel, right? Or as like I'm baiting you.
Yeah.
I think if we cooed Panama and failed, they would have done it for sure. So that's another point we didn't talk about towards cooing Angola. It's a little bit of misdirection, right?
Yeah.
A Panama coup, like when the Angola coup is so juicy, is 100% red blazing sign saying I have Central America scoring.
Yes.
And if that fails, then they're gonna definitely do something, try to fight us in Cuba.
They might just realignment here, right?
I don't think realigning is crazy. In which case, I don't know. Do we just
realigning Cuba? I mean,
Yeah.
that's a one op. I don't realign one op.
Just to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
They're gonna take away Africa.
OPEC,
Oh wait,
Shea,
Shea.
Arab Israeli.
No scorings. No scoring.
Kind of weak.
Wait, I think we wanna. They're fishing for scoring.
Can you
so,
click the tab of Asna? Yep.
They can easily get a scoring now. Like
They're also fishing.
Gotten.
They are fishing the good cards, the mid-war
Yeah.
the mid-war event.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
we should take
There's a good
Cuba.
chance they have. There's a good chance they have. What about like Iraq though? I mean, Iraq is huge here.
But this is required, right? We have Central.
This is required. Do we need Nicaragua and Haiti? You do this.
Need both. Kind of like this, right? I mean,
this also, if they don't coup, saves us 2 victory points.
no, they're gonna coup. What do you mean?
They don't coup Nicaragua or Haiti.
I think you meant this whole turn. Yeah, because they don't.
No. I mean, if they don't coup right away.
This is good. Also, I think we either do this or we do the 2 Cuba, 2 Iraq. Yeah, I like both. This is good though. I like this.
After this, we don't have ops. The thing is,
No.
but I guess this is required. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with that. They will coup.
Please don't score Middle East.
They're gonna coup.
They'll coup one of these 2. Yeah, I think we still probably just score
We
it.
still.
Maybe we put into Middle East first because they're not going to realign until they coup the second line.
Exactly. They're not going to realign until they coup both.
That was they're definitely fishing, but I guess it's a fine ask. Oh, interesting.
Whoa, okay. It did have Fidel. Well, they might have not had Fidel before, and they just got it.
Do we score now, or do we place?
I don't think we score now.
To defector?
Place or coup? Here's the
like
thing.
Iraq or Saharan or Haiti.
The thing is, if they coup Guatemala again, we are pretty Nicaragua. We are pretty awkward.
Yeah, exactly. If we do this, and if they do this and they coup Nicaragua, what do we do then?
We can coup Haiti potentially.
Yeah, if it fails, we're in a big deal. Like we have to. Well, then we basically have to score and accept. Like if they hadn't used Fidel there, I would have been more okay waiting because it's going to come back eventually.
Okay, then score. I guess score is better.
Yeah, let's score.
Yeah, okay. I'm fine with this.
Let's hope they didn't draw anything super strong. Iraq, priority number 1, then probably like taking domination in Africa. Although they would drop that right now if they had it, and they didn't have something like ABM.
So put one in Cameroon again.
I feel like after this action round, either they're gonna do something that flips one of those countries, or they're gonna score it, right?
Bear trap might be something.
We have plenty to give to Bear Trap.
Chocolate rings. There's just so many nasty stuff.
Yeah.
I hope Muslim can come out. We can draw it maybe. Decoy is there, right?
No, it's gone.
Okay. Shane.
We think we drew it again turn 3. Yeah, we had them to turn 3.
Wait, Ryan, can you close out and then reload? Just because there's the logo like in the middle of the screen.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, those things don't bother me as much. I feel like as much as they do a lot of other people. But so just let me know if you see them at any point. I'm happy to restart.
Yeah.
We need to play
I always
faster
exit my
again.
games.
Yes, but we're a little bit behind, but not that much behind. They're playing 2.
We are kind of behind.
So what are they gonna do with that?
Okay.
Iraq. I mean, it doesn't matter as much.
Not important.
Wait, they're
now.
using China again?
They use China.
I
Yeah.
know.
I mean, this is gonna suck. But...
Yeah, that's why. That's why I think we should have played Formosan, but yeah,
They wouldn't have played China if we played.
maybe. But then it makes it annoying for them.
So
What do you
defector.
think about Summit coup? What about Saharan? I mean, yeah, I guess we want the one VP, but yeah,
Let's do this.
yeah. I think we want to coup Saharan next turn though.
Or we could coup Sahara now. It's fine too. I'm just worried that they'll pressure Iraq if we don't.
Yeah, I'm fine just taking Iraq. It'll save us one VP if they probably have the scoring. So yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, then I agree. I think we coup Saharan. We space
They might have
Formosan.
Nixon. That's why they play China.
They have one of the
could.
China cards, but Nixon or
or cultural.
Cultural.
Nixon or cultural.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's still around. Space Formosan hold shuttle because it's now quite cheap if Asia goes.
What? Shuttle?
If Asia scoring goes, we're already dominated in the Middle East. Shuttle.
Oh, yeah.
No, Asia didn't go.
No, but we can hold it. So Space Formosan instead of shuttle because shuttle might eventually be easy to play.
So Summit coup Sahara State or Willy.
Yeah.
Summit coup Saharan.
Summit's fine, right? We have the Mill
Willy is probably an event, honestly, right?
I don't know.
We need to score some point in Africa. I feel like.
Yeah.
I want to just. Do you want to just space now?
I
think I want to.
Coup or space, I'm okay.
I think I want a coup. Yeah, I think Summit coup for me.
Okay, then coup then.
Next turn we got a space though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think space is the ultimate rush though, just because they could have one small step.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's true.
Okay, well then we could do something with Willy Brandt if we want. I don't know what. I guess we could event it, but that's already scored. We could do like.
We could just take Botswana. I mean, yeah.
That's true.
Or just.
I guess. I like threatening
we
Nigeria.
Could take two different. We could take 2 different countries, 2 different non-battlegrounds. Yes,
no, we can't. We can only. Oh yeah, we could do this. Fine with this.
Yeah.
Fine.
If they like do something annoying, we don't have.
They are gonna coup one of them.
They're just gonna
they're gonna coup.
And then we'll just space.
Yep, and then one small step.
We don't know any of their hand, right?
It's true, but they got rid of so many cards, so they could have literally anything.
Yeah. At least it seems like they did not draw up, right? Because if they had ABM or something, they would have Zaire with it there.
They didn't have any good cards from their redraw. They just got stuff like Fidel and Cultural.
I was going to do
that one.
Yeah. Space?
Mm-hmm.
Formosan, yep. Okay,
Did we
plays
get
one
it?
small step.
Okay.
We did, which is of questionable goodness, depending on if they have one small step or not.
I like waiting though until
I feel
they
like
say
better.
it.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
god.
Second time.
We had to though. Like, what are we gonna do? Not space it? I mean, good lord. How do they always have it? They always have one small step.
No,
Okay.
no, or any of that 3 card. So they might have it.
At least US Japan is free.
Yes, Japan's mega
Portuguese
free.
or
Everything is
That's
bad.
Portuguese, right? What else are we
Yeah,
gonna
I guess
headline? They're probably gonna
Portuguese.
have the grain sales and get Africa domination, which is I don't think there's anything to do
Portuguese
about
is
it.
good. I mean, it's not good actually, but it's the
I guess we
best.
could headline Cuban Missile Crisis.
Do we want to though?
I mean,
Like, we need a coup
they probably have
in
ABM
Africa,
treaty
right?
and brush war and junta anyway.
But ABM doesn't work with Cuban.
Well, it would if they take out of West Germany. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it goes before. I don't know. You can headline Portuguese. I could be like if they headline grain sales or something, right?
Yeah, then we're gonna want to do Cuban.
Cuban is
But
good.
we need, yeah, we want the domination. So
I guess if they don't headline grain sales, they probably would have headlined already if they didn't headline grain sales, right?
yeah,
I
we
don't
really
know.
need Africa domination here.
But I mean, we're very, very vulnerable to being dominated ourselves.
so you're saying just headline and scoring?
I was thinking headline either Cuban Missile Crisis or Portuguese.
I think Portuguese. It gives us
Cuban
some
Missile
confidence.
Crisis is like if you have grain sales, I'm not going to let you coup Africa, right?
They can still do stuff though. Like, I'm not sure if Cuban Missile Crisis is actually good. Like, don't we want a coup in Libya, right? I don't know. I'd say Portuguese.
Portuguese?
Sure.
Yeah.
What do you think, Harry?
Well,
Portuguese?
yeah,
Okay.
Portuguese.
All right, they have ABM treaty anyway.
Yeah, it didn't matter. Okay.
At least we have coup. At least we have a coup.
That's true. We can count.
Exactly.
And we have US
Yeah,
Japan, which is
Cuban would
free.
be a disaster here, actually. Because if we did Cuban, then okay.
Oh, that's a
Oh
disaster.
no. Speaking of disasters, okay.
Okay, well now we're in an awkward spot because you do this. It's a question of what do we think is worth more, Africa or Asia?
I mean,
5 versus 5.
Asia
Yeah.
is worth 6. Asia is worth 6.
Yeah.
Africa is going to be a
5. Well, no.
8-point swing.
8 point.
Yeah, we have Africa in hand. We can't. I mean, we do have 3 in Zaire, so it's not like a guarantee that they'll succeed. But like, let's be real.
So, where we coup?
I think Libya
Nigeria?
or Nigeria. Libya is good though. Also, Libya is really good here, but yeah,
It's only when we flip it.
that's 50-50 though. Yeah.
I just don't trust 50-50. Never trust 50-50.
What is a 2-op coup? What is a 3-op coup in Zaire right now?
If we had
Like,
a
what
Jace,
is
a 3-op coup in Zaire,
I guess you could just, yeah, that would be
it's pretty
the
good.
same as that. Yeah, so it would be a 50-50 chance of taking it over fully because they're going to do a 3-op coup in Zaire if we let them.
Nigeria is worth another 2, so that we'd score.
I'm
6
feeling
there.
pretty desperate to coup Libya. I don't know.
Coup Libya?
I don't know. We can talk like.
So there's 3 options, right? There's we flip Pakistan, we coup Nigeria with like a 2-op or something.
Oh, we coup Libya.
We coup Libya.
Yeah, exactly. There's 3 options.
Or Egypt, right? Why Egypt? Because we don't give up victory points later for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess it would be Egypt. You're right. Yeah.
I guess if they immediately score Asia, then we get this.
No, they will overprotect Pac, and then we score Africa.
Yeah. And then maybe we jam South Korea. How many 4-ops are left?
Some of them. Marshall, Muslim, flower power.
Well, Muslim they're not going to give.
Muslim's unplayable, but yeah, flower power and Marshall.
I'm leaning towards the Middle East coup and then jam something in Asia.
I think
Well,
so.
Yeah,
What do
sure.
you think?
Yeah, do it. Egypt.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I just told you, never trust 50-50.
This game, we can't trust any roll. We never gotten anything.
I do think like cooing two stability countries is always bad. We maybe have been doing it a little much. Oh, they're just gonna dump that. Okay.
Okay, we dump our, right?
I kind of want to flip Pakistan still. You want to dump ours first though?
I'm okay with.
I like flipping it.
I like flipping as well, but it's just kind of over.
If they have brush war, it's a little bit sad.
They're not going to use it even on Pakistan.
No, they would use brush ones.
Okay, flip it. Never mind.
Flip it? Okay.
The fact they draw all the powerful cards is just brutal.
We've drawn one of the powerful cards so far. So let's not get ahead of
No,
ourselves.
Salt is a powerful card. VOA is a
that's
powerful
true.
card.
That's fair, yeah.
Wait, which one did we draw?
None.
No.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
D-Salt.
Yeah, Junta is
Junta
not
and
played
Brush
yet.
still there.
Is not played yet. They got voice twice, but I don't. They use them weirdly, so I'll give them like 1.5 voices.
Yeah. If we'd had adjacency, that coup would have been better.
Yeah, because then they have to take it, but yeah.
We're still in like decent spot. If we can flip Middle East, then we're not in a bad spot.
I feel like Southeast Asia is gonna.
Oh yeah, I
Yes.
forgot about Southeast Asia. That's gonna wreck us.
That puts us in war game.
No, we still got Africa.
They have Middle
Yeah.
East. It's
True.
kind of cancel.
Maybe. Yeah, but we don't know that they have Middle East though. But
I mean, I think we're behind, but not by a ton.
I think we want to take. We're gonna want to take Costa Rica and realign Panama. I think.
It's a little bit expensive.
Because then we'll just coup Colombia, and then we're gonna coup in Colombia.
True.
Which we might not even.
So
They
we need
have
to play
Panama,
labs
so we
first.
need. They have the canal, so maybe we need 4 ops to take Costa Rica.
I don't think we should try to. We should probably coup Haiti before the end of the turn. Like otherwise, they're gonna coup.
We do need to. I like that move though. The realign of Panama. I don't think people do it enough because like. If Colombia was higher, I think it would make more sense. If Colombia was like 4, like how do you respond to that? Like you get realigned.
I kind of want to just realign this, like not taking Costa Rica, just realign it.
Yeah, just realign it empty.
Interesting.
That's
Yeah,
Botswana.
So they're gonna realign. Yeah, we have to take Botswana. Yeah. Now they're gonna coup Zimbabwe. Or no, will they? Will they? I think they will. But
yeah, we're gonna be in a coup.
Zimbabwe stop it. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Do
Let's
we
do
Quebec?
lads. Yeah, we have to. Okay. Now Southeast African. They have to flip it. If they just empty it out, I think we still dominate.
Why they gives us one non-battleground first?
Yeah, I don't understand that at all.
Just
But... yeah, because now they have to flip it. They can't just empty it out. But
not that many bad cards left they could have, right?
Yeah, I don't understand why they should have a pretty good hand now.
Score?
okay, so Southeast Asia is going to go for 8. Yeah, let's score.
Where's the last op goal?
We went to Indonesia.
Here.
Where?
Indonesia.
Oh, okay.
Still just score though, right?
Score.
Whatever. Yeah.
Okay, Space Duck. Probably.
Good lord, that Malaysia coup turn 1 was like so huge.
I just, yeah, I just never liked that.
We did 2/3 chance though. Like that should hit. I understand not every 2/3 is going to hit.
Oh,
but
of course,
some
of course. That's actually kind of annoying.
Yeah, we want to fix that.
This?
Yeah, I like that.
Harry, is this fine with you?
Mm-hmm. We kind of need to do something in Middle East.
Yeah, I don't know what we can do in Middle East though. I guess we could put more in Saudi Arabia.
But we want to play.
What's the
shuttle, though,
redraw
right?
pile? Is it gonna reshuffle? I think so, right?
11.
Yeah.
Do we want to play shuttle right now?
Yeah, probably, right?
So that it affects
Yes.
Middle East instead
Yeah.
of Asia.
Yeah, true.
So we probably should have played it after they flipped out Pakistan. Oh, maybe. Oh, they're gonna space it.
If they gave us that'd be absurd. But yeah, they did not. Okay.
I guess we can
Where
space.
do we even place? Yeah.
I don't know,
So
maybe
what
we
do we
space
space
first.
though?
Space duck.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do we take? Do we want to just realign Panama now? Are we good with that? Or?
I think we
have
jam
to
Middle East.
If we jam with shuttle, it's not all that effective. But
Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
But
Oh, see, they were thinking of my move.
I was still
now
liking
it's
that.
not it.
I still like that. I mean, like, what we gonna fight?
We can't do anything. There's just no access.
yeah, what do we do with shuttle? We could realign Panama. I mean,
Not now. They have the
Yeah.
adjacency now.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make much sense now.
We need a 6-1.
Whoa. Wait, does that really prevent Europe?
yeah,
Oh my
it does
God.
stop the Dom in Europe.
Temperately.
Temporarily.
Yeah, but it forces them to do something, which is kind of.
I like that.
I like that. Yeah. Kind of miserable. So next, we just need to give up one more. Oh, we are holding both.
I mean, Junta and ABM, or no, sorry, Junta and Brush were both in the draw. The draw next turn is going to be. If we can Brush War Libya or something, I guess it doesn't matter because we give up shuttle, but. Yeah, I guess we Brush War Panama.
Yeah, we brush for Panama. Or no, we brush for Italy.
Yeah, you're right.
Bear Trap and Quack is still there.
Yeah,
Brain
somehow
Cell is
NATO
still
has not
there.
been activated, but
CIA.
NATO
is
in the
still-
deck? Or?
CIA is still there.
CIA and grain cells.
Wait, was NATO played turn 3 by them? I think so.
I think by
Yeah.
us, we space it.
No, it was them. Or,
We definitely didn't space NATO. No, they played NATO.
that's them. Yeah, they played at turn 3. So yeah, Italy is available for us with Brush War. And also socialist governments. Italy could flip.
Is it 47-23? Yep. Cool.
Next turn, the draw is going to be huge.
Yep.
Be careful on the time as well. Like, we are down on time.
Yep.
Two more cards. Next turn also gonna waste a lot of time because we know each other's hand.
Yeah, that's true.
Allende is free. Flower Power is free. Marshall is not free for us. Nixon, Grains. Panama is gone. Wait, Panama is gone.
Yeah, they just played it.
They just evented it.
The thing I noticed with the app is shuttle diplomacy. They are not gonna go into remove.
No, it's going to come back. Shuttle, it's well, no, it is in the removed. It is in the removed. It's gone.
Shuttle doesn't come back.
But it's
Shuttle
not.
comes-
It's
shuttle
kind
comes
of
back
removed,
after
right?
the
It's on the.
beacons.
So it's on the deck. It's on the board
Yeah, it's on
until
the board and
it
then
get affected. You know.
until it gets used, but it's not going to get used till after the reshuffles.
So it's not gonna go back into the deck.
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
Shuttle diplomacy is a card tracking nightmare because the rules are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the most confusing card, I think, in terms
Oh,
of that.
okay, that's annoying. Well, we have a real on it. This could be worse. right.
Nice, we get both at
We
least.
get Junta
Don't
and
draw
Brush.
CIA.
Okay. Oh yeah, with CIA. Yeah, CIA also. Okay.
They have
Well,
grains.
Yeah, the CIA and grain sales were both coming out, so that could have gone real sour real quick.
I think we have to do
At
Junta,
least
right?
we have the
Junta.
trap.
I think Junta. And then if they headline grain sales, we can just like realign Venezuela or something, right?
Yeah, Junta's fine with grain sales because then we just take Mexico.
Oh, yeah, we can Junta Mexico, coup Guatemala. Yeah. All right, Junta.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
you agree, Harry?
Yeah.
As
So they're
long as they
gonna
don't draw.
hopefully they take like.
Ooh,
Wait, that's
best.
good. That's a
That's
really
the
bad
best
card.
card.
Yeah, that's a really
I was
bad
gonna say
card.
as long as they don't draw brush.
They're gonna
war.
still play
I don't want to jinx it.
Oh yeah, they're gonna still take the card though.
They're gonna
think,
use
right?
it to coup Zaire, probably. I imagine.
Yeah, which is not very likely to succeed, but
I mean, they might return it. We made Marshall Plan less gross for ourselves by forcing the plan to Portugal, which is nice.
oh true, yeah.
But I guess actually that made our Italy thing a little bit less good. You want to brush for Italy? Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, see, look at how bad that coup was. Nice. I like that. Yeah, this is
So-
really good for us now because now
We agree
go
Mexico, coup Guatemala.
Mexico, coup, and then
Does everybody want to do
coup
this?
Guatemala.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we do 2 Mexico, 1.
The only way to do that is with this. I don't know if people are okay
Yeah,
with
we don't
doing
have any other.
Marshall.
We're not going to do it with Brush War, I don't think.
Where does the last one go?
There's nowhere else in the entire map.
Poland, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
People okay with this?
Or Turkey, but we kind of, I don't know.
I don't like the idea of giving. I hate giving up Marshall and still trying to fight for a country count in Europe. I think it's a waste.
Yeah, no.
Do we brush Libya?
It doesn't even stop the Dom.
Doesn't even stop. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
we don't. I think we do.
I kind of want to brush Panama.
I think it's Panama. Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do this.
Central America looks really good. The Americas.
We
are
have
good
no
now.
ops again, guys. Again.
It's not that we don't
What
have
was this
options;
whole
it's that
turn,
we
though?
front load all of them. Bear Trap is obviously the space card, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and then
Yes.
What's the
Presumably,
VP
I don't
gonna
know.
look like? The VP gonna be like 12 or 11 or something.
yeah, the VP tracks is going to be bad. That's right. I mean, we could brush war Libya. It does tie it up long term. It's just and it gets us 2 victory points if it hits. Panama is more juicy in my opinion, but
Panama's better. Yeah. Also more likely to succeed.
they might event Nixon too. Or what if I was them? So it's going to be what, 5, 13, 15. They're going to be at like 13 victory points. 12 if we hit Panama.
Wait, why are they going to be at 13? Oh, because Southeast Asia. I forgot about that. Yeah. Oh my God, yeah. We need Central and South America to both score in the late war, I think, to have any chance. And Africa, I guess. 2 out of those 3. Yeah, pick 2 out of those 3.
Asknow's still there, so.
That's not as gone.
Oh yeah, never mind.
Yeah, they already evented it. They didn't take away much good stuff, but.
So do we want to brush war? I guess we can hold it for a bit, but Panama, Libya, or Italy?
Just hope we get the war game. Just hope.
Yes.
We'll just hope War Games doesn't show up, essentially.
We draw it. Yeah, either one.
Well, we're not going to win though with War Games, so. I guess we could win with War Games theoretically if like the perfect scorings come up, but I think our best chance to win is final.
I mean, let's see. We're gonna be down by 13.
Yeah. So how do you win?
This
War
could be
Games
like
if you're down by then.
It's gonna be like 7 or 8, 10. That's 18.
No, like if. I feel like we always assume brush war and all the things work.
It's true, but I mean, I think we're behind by quite a bit. So
Brush
it's
is.
a problem.
Brush. I think CA control is 9, right?
Let's say that's 9. So we're down what, 13, 14 with China at 9. We're down 5, up 5, up 9, down 5, 3. Yeah, it's gonna be very close. And even if we get to final, they're gonna UN intervention something, which is annoying. What are they gonna coup? Nicaragua? All right, we gotta respond to that.
Coup back.
Camp David,
Special?
coup Haiti. Or
Mhm.
special. Yeah.
Haiti?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
That's pretty devastating. All right, well, there goes our Central America control dreams.
Told you, not gonna happen.
Well, we've just rolled like absolute dog shit the entire game. Like, it's truly absurd at this point.
I think we rolled more.
I-
I mean, maybe a little bit.
It happens. It happens.
It wasn't that
No,
bad.
we've rolled like we've rolled like 2 standard deviations below the norm. Like, this is really ridiculous.
Still thinking about those 2 Indo-Pakistani wars that we won. We're quite big.
Sure, but those are 2/3, and these are like rolls where we're favored, and we're still rolling
true.
ones every time. I think the average roll for us this game is like a 3, like 2.5 or something. Like, it's so bad.
We still brush that, right?
Panama?
We still brush Panama. Well, now Panama's almost more important, even. Yeah.
I don't know if they'll go into Cuba. I guess they will if we coup Haiti. I would almost rather just coup Haiti first if they're reeling us out, just to annoy them a bit, and then Bush war Panama.
What are we using? Camp David?
Camp David, I guess.
Yeah.
We have to give it up anyway. Oh,
Ooh.
Oh my God, they had it. Oh, it's
Okay,
so
that's
brutal.
3 at least. It's fine.
They should have realigned first, but
Yeah. Why do they not?
we have
Oh.
Bush war.
Okay. We kind of know their hand, so that's maybe
Less
why.
excited about Bush warring Panama now?
Yep.
yeah, I don't think we do brush for Panama now.
What do we do then? Do we Bush war Libya?
It's Libya or Italy.
Do
Oh
we-
God, that
guessing?
special.
Do we
that,
coup Heidi still?
Oh, we so should have
Maybe.
vested Formosa instead of what is it?
Do we coup Haiti?
Yeah, I think we still coup Haiti.
Well, there's our 6. One
There's the
action.
6. Exactly. We just still got 3 VPs out of it, but like, yeah.
Now they know our entire hand.
They still have a scoring card, right? Yeah, they still have it. Okay, there it is.
I am somewhat inclined to brush war Libya. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe we should do Italy.
I think it's Europe. I think it's Italy.
What do you think, Harry?
Italy is so much more VPs swing.
But that's like 5 or 6.
Yeah. Panama, I don't know if it's worth it. It's only scoring 1. It's only like 3 or 4 victory points. Libya is 2 now, and then a fair bit later. But it's only 1 pip difference from Italy, which is probably, I don't know.
If they give up Warsaw Pact, we might be able to fight Europe. If we take Turkey.
We don't have any ops to take Turkey, though. And we're
Can't
probably
take
going to have to give
Turkey.
up puppet governments. So I don't think we're going to be able to fight Europe.
Unless we do Italy. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we just like space now.
Yeah, I'm fine spacing.
Harry?
But what if they break? I don't know. Yes, space.
We failed that space roll like 18 times. Space that, yeah, that's what I thought they'd do. All right. Now we got to decide either we brush war Middle East or we brush war somewhere else or we score Middle East.
Corey, you are thinking Italy, right?
Yeah,
it could be Panama. I don't think Panama's that good anymore. I'd rather do Libya.
Italy just gives us the most chance of winning because like we're so behind now. I think we need something unlikely.
Libya is also pretty good. I guess Libya.
Libya is more of a safer choice. Like if we were ahead, I'd do Libya, but Italy is a higher
we were
variance
ahead, I would
move
do
just
Panama.
because. Yeah, that's probably true actually. But like Italy has the most potential for us to actually gain VPs.
If we brush Libya, they can just jam.
It's true. I mean, it's not like it stops domination anyway, so they probably wouldn't even jam. Because shuttles aren't.
No, but long term they will jam. Like for long term speaking, they will jam, right? One is for Reagan, second is for final scoring.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you want to do Italy then?
Yeah, sure.
So do Italy. Should we score Middle East first? Otherwise, they might get annoying in Iraq.
Exactly. If CIA and Nixon, yeah, they can't do anything with those.
They could just break Iraq to be annoying.
Yeah, I think we might as well score then.
Yes.
Sure.
I guess we're not going to be down as many points. Oh, we're not going to be down as many points as I thought because of Central. I guess we brush for Italy next. Cross our fingers. Big roll. Yeah, we need South America to come out, I think, to have a shot in this game. Or I guess if the Italy thing works.
$28.10. Wait, is Shadow not? Can you show me the discard pile?
Shuttle's gone now, or it's in the discard, but yeah.
Yeah, Shuttle's in the discard now.
Which is gone for the rest of the game. Wait, why do we have to play puppets? Oh yeah, because we got grain sailed. Yeah.
So we could have bear trapped ourselves, but that would.
Yeah.
If I'm them, I'm eventing Nixon here for sure.
I think so.
Puppet will be, I guess, Africa, non-battleground. Maybe Uruguay, maybe Afghanistan, maybe Peru. Uruguay is kind of annoying.
Uruguay's better. Uruguay, Afghanistan. Not Afghanistan. Uruguay. Some African countries. Yeah.
Why are they burning time? I don't know. Like,
I don't know. Maybe we could time them out.
Can we win on time? Can we?
We're ahead in time. No, they have 25
somehow
minutes.
we're ahead, just barely. Yeah, by like 10 seconds.
So just brush for Italy, right? Next play, no matter what.
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, unless they like just jam something that we have to put puppet governments into, but yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think they would take Costa Rica just to protect Panama?
Against brush war?
Hopefully. Yeah.
I feel like if they do that, we are like very miscalibrated on what a good play is. Because to me, brush wearing Panama doesn't make any sense. Oh, interesting.
They went into put it into
Pakistan.
So they're gonna flip it.
Is China car available? Oh
yes.
Okay.
I want to event puppets first, and then just repair stuff.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're gonna use China and then use Nixon to take it back, probably.
Yeah, I don't really want to let them just flip Pakistan to China.
The
Then we
fact
use the
they,
brush war to flip Pakistan.
the fact that
Oh,
they
that sounds
use
good.
how many times of China? I feel like they use China for like 1,000 times. 5?
Yeah, that's why we should have done Formosa.
I mean, the only reason I'm kind of agreeing with you is because we got dominated anyway. But
yeah, exactly.
like this.
No, in hindsight, we obviously should have played Formosa. At the time, I think it was reasonable to do what you guys decided, but yeah.
This. We don't have domination here, which is interesting.
Well, we can't get Africa without cooing, so yeah.
They just like jam China card into like Pakistan and North Korea. What do we do?
Brush war, take it back.
Yeah.
Just take it back with ops, right?
Yeah, they're not going to do that.
There's no reason to event brush war. They might just to get it. Yeah.
Ooh, they're doing it.
Well, they're going to do it into one of the countries, though, not both. Oh, you're saying, yeah. I thought you meant into both. I thought you meant like some ops into one and some ops into the other. Okay.
I feel like Asia is just as important. We just got to do this, right?
That. Don't
we can brush as well. We can just brush it.
Why though?
No, I'm just kidding.
VPs.
Take it.
How many VPs is brush for? Only one, right? Yeah.
One, and there's a 1/3 chance we don't get it.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah.
I think they will do this just to take it back and force us to not potentially flip Italy, right? It makes sense as a play for them.
Wait, I just assumed they play. Yeah.
Annoying.
So annoying.
Oh, that's very.
Yeah,
There's a good play from them.
A lot of yikes.
Okay, so we need a space first, then do one small step.
Yes. I hope they fail. Do we headline OPEC?
Yes, I think so.
So that we don't lose to war games.
I mean, we can headline one small step.
And then space.
No, but we want to do that after though. Don't we want to space colonial, or are we spacing Soviets?
We're going to space Soviets, I'd imagine.
Yeah, we're going to space Soviets, I guess. Well, either way, they see our headline though, so they see our headline either way. So what do we want to do?
OPEC stops war games, which is nice. The other option, I guess, is to headline one small step and then immediately space Cal. And try to stop war games that way.
I like OPEC.
What?
I think we need to play on they don't have war game.
OPEC just lets us coup, which is nice.
Yeah. Well, you're saying just ignore it? I mean, I don't want to just give it to them.
Like, what do you think? Like, you're suggesting maybe like coup Libya again or something, and then event OPEC for an extra VP?
No.
Or what? Wait, what do we get out of not headlining?
We don't coup Libya because the card.
I kind of just want to headline OPEC and then like coup Nigeria.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I want to do.
Sure, do it.
No Africa. No Africa. No Africa. No Africa. No.
I agree. If we have to sacrifice a lot for OPEC to avoid war games, we shouldn't. But OPEC is like a decent headline anyway, and it gets us below.
OPEC's good. So. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, they don't have that. They don't have the thing that cancel OPEC, at least.
North Sea oil, yeah, exactly. They do not have North Sea oil. I would be pretty confident in that.
Yeah, they're just gonna
CIA. Oh, that sucks. So they're cooing Zaire,
which will be break. Roll one.
Yeah, roll a one on your Zaire coup, please. Too much to ask.
I think if they get a 1 there, I think that might have lost us the game. I don't think.
Yeah, the game's over. Okay.
Not fully,
we
but
coup Cameroon, I think.
is that the best play? Or do we
Nothing
space?
else.
Now, I think we space, right?
Yeah.
Or just event one more step.
Event. I don't know which one. I don't care which
I'd
one
rather
first.
space.
Doesn't really matter, does it?
Why don't we coup that? Why don't we try to coup Cameroon though? Or do we want to prevent them from spacing? Because they can space either way. So
That's fair.
Yeah, that's true. So coup Cameroon then.
we need this country now. We have to get it. Okay, we didn't get it.
Yeah, I'm starting to agree with you on the rolls, just a little bit. After the Haiti roll and the Cameroon roll end, the Zaire.
It's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay.
Oh
It's
my
okay.
God.
Oh my god.
It's okay. It's
Alright,
just a game.
It is
It's
just
GG's. All right. We do some sort of spacing thing now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it. Or
I'd rather space first so that they don't automatically space right away.
And they know we have it. They saw our whole hand. So
Oh, that's true. You're right. Yeah,
I guess
can just
we
do
maybe
this
they
now.
forgot we can space first. That's fine. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, they forgot in the last 10. We failed anyway.
do we have DEFCON chance? No.
Not really. They have
Sega, we need them to in
London.
Cuba.
Yeah, they have no DEFCON losses now.
We might have some
I
net like Aldrich and terrorism could be hold.
Yeah, but there's nothing that they would lose to though. Like there's no DEFCON cards.
Well, that's nice. I still think we coup because they might have arms race, right?
Yeah, exactly. Olympic Games or Arab Israeli, both are useless. Cameroon, right? I mean, there's nothing.
Cameroon again.
Yep.
So
We rolled that last time.
Oh, do we use Olympic Games? Do we?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. We have another win condition time.
what? Influence. Okay. You're gonna take Uruguay? Oh no. Oh, okay.
We did
realign. Do it.
And then what do we realign after this succeeds? Okay, as being presumptuous.
You were being
oh my
far
god.
too optimistic.
Oh
and
my
you
god.
just next
That is
time.
absurd. I've never seen a +2 realign fail twice.
Next
in a row
time,
like that.
just say about it that after we finished.
I guess the answer was
At this point, you can
Nigeria.
only laugh about this game. You know, it was a good game, but
It was not meant to be.
we can still take Colombia to realign Panama. That's still an option, though.
yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
There's Cameroon. It's gonna be like a 6.
Oh no.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, realign. Do it.
I think so. Yeah, with the Iraq.
Come
Oh my
on.
god, 5-2. What the fuck? This is absurd.
Okay, this is a little bit too much. Wait, what card we use?
Iraq.
Alright, okay.
Iraq. Oh no.
Not active? Why is that not active?
Wait, Kitchen Debates isn't active? Wow. Okay, well now we can't realign.
You guys want to still event this so we can try to get the space VPs?
Sure.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, I guess we should have looked. They might have. Call it
You might have what?
Containment?
arms race.
Arms race? Okay.
Oh yeah, if they did that just to play arms race, that would be something.
No, they did it because we were just going to realign Zaire again.
Exactly.
I mean, maybe they should have just let us realign Zaire +2.
+2 is
4
the new
6 4
-1.
6 2 5 2 4.
Oh, so close. They were all like just.
So
barely.
if we score South America and flip maybe Africa and Europe didn't come out, maybe we still have some chance.
Yeah, we could potentially.
They can't coup now the rest of the turn. How do we take advantage of this? We don't.
Nothing. We can't take advantage.
Definitely that.
There's just like nowhere to play subs. What do we do? Like Saudi Arabia or something?
Or,
Do we
yeah,
take
or we
Tur-
just
do we take? Oh, we take Turkey. We take Turkey.
actually do anything.
Oh no, it doesn't change it.
Doesn't.
How could that not change it? Okay.
It doesn't do
They
anything.
have 6. Yeah, they have 6.
What do we do with the last two? I mean, they can just realign that, but
Yeah.
What about just cool Cameroon?
who Cameroon with the 4 up? Or with colonials.
No. I don't. I think we want to play ops, right?
But
Does it
where?
even matter? Like, I don't know. I guess it kind of does.
Middle East? Like Saudi?
Yeah.
Do you think
Saudi.
protecting Venezuela is important? I kind of feel like it is.
Yeah, sure.
I guess
Yeah.
that's.
Yeah, let's do it.
I want to not let them just break Venezuela because I do want to get a chance to coup in Africa next turn. That would be pretty big. Yeah, if we get
The only thing
Muslim
that's-
Revolution headline, are able to coup Zaire, score South America and not Europe, only a few small things we're asking for.
Exactly.
Yeah, like
No,
if we get a good
dominate
hand, they have a
them,
bad
then
hand. We can do it.
Yeah.
We still have chance. Also,
Still
war
in.
game no come out.
Yeah, there's just a more and more things we have to be a little bit concerned about. We disabled Star Wars by doing that too, which is nice.
They might space here, right?
Good,
I don't
yeah.
know.
yeah, they want a space.
If they have a good price.
We might need to use colonial somehow. I mean, it's not that harmful.
It really isn't. They're like in
Wait,
just
they didn't
defend.
overprotect Willy Brandt. Never
All right, all
They
right.
did
This isn't.
overprotect Germany.
That's good start. That's
if
good
only they had
start.
them gunmen.
Okay, we
There's nothing we can.
hold 5-year plan.
Yes.
So we're gonna space
headline-
Evil Empire, I guess.
Do they have
Or else
defector?
useless.
They might.
They might.
But still Aldrich,
We
right? I
can't-
mean,
we can't.
we kind
we can't.
of pretty
Okay.
desperate here.
I mean, it's either Aldrich or Purge, and either one, if they get defected, it's gross. So I'd rather have
I would rather Aldrich because war game.
Yeah, exactly. Aldrich.
Yeah, sure. Let's do Aldrich.
Then we can. I guess we coup Zaire probably.
We need the space as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but if we coup
really need
Zaire, at
space.
least we can activate arms race.
Yes.
Yes. And then NORAD is kind of usable.
Yeah,
Yeah, NORAD's
Yeah.
fine.
as long as. Yeah, Norad is pretty usable. It's just one turn of annoyance. Guess we try to hold 5-year plan if we don't see Europe go. Oh, that sucks.
Oh,
Come on.
Do we space or do we just coup?
I guess we.
I think we have to coup for arms race.
Cooing is saying if you have war games, it's over.
Yeah, but
I guess
guess-
we just play with that. I feel like.
I think we can't. Yeah, we have to. We have to get arms race off.
We want to do purge.
I mean, that's 50-50,
Like
right? It's
NORAD.
also not guaranteed. Using
Purge
purge?
or NORAD?
I think
I don't
NORAD.
I think if you do this, if you do NORAD, I think they get the op. So I'd rather do purge.
Okay, then purge.
Oh yeah, wait. How does NORAD work exactly?
yeah.
I think the first the coup happens, then the event triggers, then the DEF CON drops to 2, so NORAD activates. So I think we have to.
Oh
do
really?
purge.
Okay. Yeah, then let's do purge. Okay.
I mean, we're saying if they have war games, they win.
I think we
Okay,
have to
it's
do
okay.
that, though.
Yikes.
Oh, there's truly no way. There's just truly no way.
It's not gonna matter because they'll have war games for sure.
Fine,
maybe not.
fine. So
At
we
least they will give us the first space because they're gonna take Zaire. They don't have war games.
do we space 5 here plan or Evil Empire? We space Evil Empire.
Yeah.
In effect, yeah.
We're all
So I
right.
guess we space an evil empire.
Not 5-year plan. 5-year plan is going to save us from Europe next turn.
Kind of feel like even that happened, the board is losing. So okay.
I don't know. What do we take?
Europe,
Israel
right?
UK, I think.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter.
Israel UK.
Or Israel.
Israel's better.
This.
France is way too overprotected.
Yeah, sure.
They're gonna put 2 Zaire probably. Do we have an arms race or do we space first? Probably space first, right? We have 4 Humalops. That's fine.
Space first.
They don't have a war game this turn, so
No, but
space
still
first.
competing. The only reason they didn't space there, I'm sure, is because they want to take Zaire.
Yeah, we have to space first.
Yeah. Space?
Mm-hmm.
Evil Empire?
Let's go. Ugh.
We just gotta laugh. It's one of those games.
We need to take one of the South America non-battleground.
Yeah, that would be nice. We should also fight for Saudi if they don't fill it up right here.
Yep.
Oh, look at that.
At
At least they
ooh.
give us.
Our power, nice.
That's 2.
Okay, the only countries that have been good to us are India and Pakistan.
Would you rather do arms race first or put stuff in Saudi first?
I think. Huh. That's tough. So, do we? I don't know. Arms race?
That or arms race is fine.
I think arms race.
If actually our position would be, okay if the coup had worked.
If we got the Zaire coup, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's not that far actually, guys.
Want to fight for Saudi now?
Yeah, Saudi.
We're gonna have to give up colonials, but I guess it doesn't.
But
Much.
they actually could China. They actually can China flip pack next turn.
Trying to flip what?
Pack.
Saudi? Oh, Pac. Oh, with NORAD. Yeah, that's fair.
But we kind of have to give. So.
At least it was scored, though. Yeah, exactly.
I guess we could have given him Evil Empire, but we got a victory point. Or 2 victory points. We
Already
said
got 3 victory points out of it. Yeah.
If they flip Asia Dawn, we are kind of lost on final no matter what. Then.
Well, we could put a terrorism op into Pakistan if you want. Or colonials. We could just put one more there.
Decoy is still event, right? Okay,
Give
that's
us
nice.
That's interesting. What do we coup? Let's see.
I
Colombia?
think it's Africa.
Cameroon is a must, right?
It's Africa. Yeah.
You said we wanted a non-battle. I guess Africa first, right? Cameroon?
Cameroon's not even that likely to succeed, though. Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
I think one of the other ones in Africa. I would have done those other 2, like Sudan and the other one.
This one would have got us a realign as that year, which is what we did Cameroon. Colombia or like Sudan? Harry, what do you think? Maybe we just fight the domination in Africa and say, if you can flip a battleground in South America, we lost anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, we have to tie Africa. Win any chance.
Yeah.
Okay, then Africa. Yeah.
Colombia.
They might just coup Africa as well, or Haiti.
Fight us in Saudi.
Oh yeah, sure.
Which is a fight we're probably going to lose, but it's okay. guess this opens up the option to coup Cameroon if we want. Although we're gonna have to give up colonials, so maybe that's less exciting. Interesting.
Whoa.
They're gonna try to fight us there.
Yeah, kind of
Let's
see
take
that.
Peru.
Well, I kind of want to hold that, but well, never mind.
So do decall then. How do we hold terrorism? Yeah.
We just coup Colombia now
other than
with like colonials or something like that. Colonials kind of just gives up our Africa coups. Maybe we didn't really think that through well enough. But
yeah, I don't want to give colonials yet.
Okay,
I think terrorism.
Then terrorism, yeah, terrorism influence. Take Middle East and
No, not Pakistan.
I think
we have
Peru.
to do South America. We have to do South America.
I think Peru is better.
Yeah, we need. They have South America scoring.
Okay.
Maybe not, but we kind of just.
We're trying to prevent it for final at a minimum.
Yeah,
and
we just need something.
Cooling Colombia.
Three ops. They just need 3 ops here.
Yeah, we just then coup Colombia, right?
Yeah.
We can decall. We can decall into Cameroon first.
No.
Or you want to use it for coup?
I think we're gonna have to coup Colombia next turn.
Okay.
We need to keep the control in South America. And move it back into the stem. So, I mean, let's see. What's the board? They're at 5 with the China. That's even. 8, 7, up 2, even. So we're up 2 right now. If you ignore the fact that, well, I guess.
Well, we just won the game, so. Wait, no, never mind. They're the Americans. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, cool.
Do we just let this resolve in coup, or do we coup with decall?
No, why don't we do decall? Yeah. Or what do we plan on doing here?
Do you guys really want to hold 5-year plan? Okay.
Well, even if we give them colonials, why would we give them it now instead of later, you know?
So we can fix it with decall if we want to later.
Are we really eventing decall?
Maybe, I don't know. Fine with whatever you guys want.
Cool. Let's just decall cool then.
I think so. Yeah.
All right. Hey.
Oh, now they're gonna go 3 Peru, and then we're still tied.
Yeah, then we have to go again.
Yeah,
if they haven't, yeah. I mean, they've had a lot of options. I guess they can play the China. I'm not super stoked to play the China card if I'm in the situation.
I mean, do they have it? Like, I'm confused now. Okay.
Why did they space that? Oh, just for the victory points.
So event colonial
after terrorism. I think we do colonial.
Colonials, yeah.
Okay. And then I want to take Peru, I think. Or do we coup Cameroon? I guess that's the question. Wow, yeah, that space. Oh, 3 VPs, 6 VP swing, or I guess 4 VP swing because
we also
3 and 1.
We also lost on the number 2 space as well. So, oh, that's one small step, right?
Yeah, they've gotten a lot of victory points with space, which is kind of okay. What do we do with the other one? We'll just put it in Panama. Do we want to put it back in Botswana? Or sorry, Pakistan, Botswana.
Yeah, Pakistan looks okay.
Pakistan makes sense. Yeah.
They get war games. They get war games. They are now dominating in Africa.
They can put one into South Korea, North Korea.
I mean, they're certainly going to break the Koreas with the China card next turn.
No, they can just put one and then use NORAD and take it, you know.
Oh, are those going to go to
Okay,
blockade?
never mind.
Wow, blockade. Okay.
What are they going to realign?
What? Okay, I was at 0.
Okay.
All right. So this is an okay hand. Let's see. Let's
Let's
think.
just-
We have 10 minutes.
Let's just hope they have South and not Europe. Most of them
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah,
Seems good.
it's really
Yeah.
going to come down to what scorings. I think we have a shot at winning, depending on what score.
All right, we want to headline. Korean War is pretty good here.
How I learn, right?
Learned is interesting.
Pershing.
Pershing's good. Yeah. Pershing's a nice headline. Pershing gets rid of NORAD. I think we do Pershing.
Pershing
No,
doesn't get-
Pershing not gonna. Quagmire get rid of Norway.
Pershing takes out of Canada.
Oh. Interesting.
Oh, did you guys think it cancels? You guys think I meant it cancels the event? No. I
Yeah,
meant
yeah.
it cancels it as in gets
Well,
out
it
of
does get a
Canada.
coup. It takes us out of war games range, which I know we have war games, but it means missile envy is less scary, and it lets us coup Africa potentially, which is nice.
Is there anything better than Pershing? Do you guys think? I mean, How I Learned is nice if they do something to degrade DEF CON, but yeah.
I learned avoids NORAD, but so does Pershing. They're kind of like
Yeah, Norway
maybe
is kind of annoying. Also, they can flip Mexico.
Yeah, do you want to do Pershing and just get rid of
I
it?
think Pershing. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh well, that's annoying too.
Yep.
ABM twice.
Yeah,
Pack?
what are they going to kill here? Mexico.
They can do Pack. They can do Mexico. It's kind of devastating.
Either one is pretty bad, but I guess we just repair if it doesn't work. I mean,
I guess Panama,
it does.
right? Or Angola? Oh,
Oh, okay.
okay.
That could signal they have the score. Maybe they're worried that we do.
Could. Yeah. What's the third? I guess Turkey. I think.
Sure. Do we just repair? Do you want?
Wow.
How do you guys feel about war?
You guys feel about
Like,
We
what?
don't
I
have
didn't
a
hear you.
3. We need to use war game here, right?
if they have Star Wars, they have it, right?
Salt is there. Star Wars is there. Maybe Star Wars is a threat, but
Didn't they event salt? Yeah, they don't have salt.
They do.
Salt is,
It's
Salt
only
is gone.
12.
Salt is
I
gone.
mean, we're at 6 victory points now, so we could do something like.
We're gonna win though if we don't flip Africa.
We can't let them take away our control.
I guess we need to take Cameroon. Yeah, we need to flip with Cameroon soon. Anyway, so yeah.
We do this.
Mexico?
Yeah.
I'm worried about Mexico. Oh, yeah. I think it's good.
I think we
I think
one
so.
more in Mexico instead of Botswana if you want. But
I think they're going to delay the coup because they want to fill up Canada again with NORAD.
I think I'm like moderately okay just taking the coup in that situation. I don't know. We'll see. Want to just do this?
Okay.
Yeah.
We want to put one in Mexico instead of Botswana.
Botswana's big, or I mean, Botswana's pretty big. Like it's
Botswana
somewhat useful, I'd say.
it does stop their domination.
Yeah, and I think we're going to want a coup. We're going to want to realigns a lot in Africa, but I guess that wouldn't be with Botswana. That would be with the other countries. But yeah, I'm fine either way. I don't have a preference
What do
really.
you think, Harry? We got to do something. I'll let you pick.
Yeah,
Mexico or Botswana?
Botswana, yeah.
Botswana, let's do it. Okay.
We might win this game. Let's see.
We need to flip
They-
Africa, so we need
They
to
can
have
still
Cameroon.
use China to jam Asia, AR7.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's give them Asia, but if we get Africa and South America scores,
I mean, they're gonna coup here, right? No matter what.
you think so?
So what are they gonna do?
Then
Like they're
I think
gonna coup, right?
fill up Canada with NORAD, maybe.
I mean, that's just one off. You're using it, and you.
You might think we have Europe or something.
That's true. They might have Europe as well.
I sense the fact that they could, I guess maybe they think we have something. There's so many places they could break us.
South America
Yeah.
kind of itchy
What do we
because
think about like breaking Egypt or just like putting one into Egypt and then doing Muslim revolutions that we're able to? Do you think they'd go into Tunisia after
oh, that's true. That's good. That's good play.
We could do that. It takes a lot of ops, though. The alternative is just to event it on the last action
Yeah.
and say you can either
That's also
break
interesting.
Asia or you could take. But if you break Asia, we're going to dominate you in the Middle East. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we only do that if it wins us the game, you know, because like if they win either way, then there's no point of doing that. We have to Hail Mary realign, but yeah.
Lines on Panama.
So what cards
Still
are
an
definitely
Korean War can
cards are
also
definitely ops.
event or
Yeah,
Ortega
Korean
is
War
a,
is a Hail. I don't know. That is a bit of a Hail Mary
Ortega's
play.
ops. Latin American debt crisis is ops. How I learned is ops.
Now the fact that we folded this is annoying because it means we have to actually take a turn to space Usuri, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to space on air 10
I guess
or
maybe
turn
we don't
10,
want a
but,
Muslim revolution at the very end because we want a 5-year plan at the very end.
Ooh,
ooh,
could have
that's
evented
good.
that. They should have evented that. Yeah.
Okay, that's a
Great.
desperation.
That's great.
That was not correct there, I don't think.
Okay, put one
What do we
there.
do?
Overprotect, right?
Sure.
We're gonna need a coup Cameroon soon, but yeah.
They
What are
might
the other
they
options?
might coup Colombia. They might start to coup Colombia though.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Do we want to start overprotecting stuff in Asia?
I
No,
say-
not anymore. Not any more than
No.
this. It's already overprotected enough. Like if they break
Really?
it, and that's how they're gonna spend all
I would
their
rather
ops,
put
you
one
know?
in Central America if you really want it. Just in case they
The alternative is we could just coup Cameroon and say, if you start flipping stuff, we're going to realign you with Africa.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's what we do.
We need
Okay.
mill-ups anyway.
Yeah, do it. They might just realign.
Oh,
They might just
my God,
realign Argentina, you know.
yeah, but we can just put back into it. It's even realigns that we can replace. I don't know.
The fact that we don't have
Yeah, they
3
realigned
ops or
Argentina
4
last time, which
ops.
was weird, but
The fact that we can't roll anything higher than a 1 is also.
how's our ops? Haven't our ops been like horrible this game?
Have been
I feel like
okay.
we've
Our
had no
rolls,
3 ops all game.
our rolls have legitimately been bad. We
I guess
have.
yeah,
We just don't want to use them.
some of those cards suck though. Like I guess it's
We
It's
just
already
okay. It's
used
okay.
our
It's
four-op.
okay. Let's just finish it up first.
Yeah.
No, we'll finish it up, but I'm gonna complain anyway.
I don't think we're in a position to be overprotecting stuff at this point because
I
we're
think we
so
need to
high.
find something. Yeah, we need to change
We need to
something.
flip.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can change Europe somehow, which is impossible, but
I mean, maybe
yeah,
they won't notice, but it's not
they
dominating.
won't notice. Yeah, they're only gonna get 1 VP out of it.
They only need 1 ops to fix that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then even if we take Turkey, they still only need 1 more up.
Okay, so Turkey and they can take 2 countries.
Yeah, they only need 3 ops to take Spain and UK and Canada.
See, so they're up 7, up 2. We're up 6. What do you think we're gonna do with this? What are we gonna do with that? Okay, yeah, they're gonna fix that stuff.
took-
That's fine.
Just over.
I think we flip. We do Zaire now. I think.
Okay.
Just realign Zaire.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then Angola if it succeeds.
Latin American debt crisis.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. Come on.
Oh, we needed to succeed the first time, so then we could get rid of Angola also.
We did. Unfortunately, did not.
Can you count the points?
Yeah, so let's see. They're up 7. They're up 2. We're up 6. Even. We're up 1. Even. We're up 1 point, assuming they don't do anything on our last action.
But they're about to go on this turn, so yeah.
Yes, of course they are.
And they have the final move. So yeah, things are a little uphill, but if we can get the Middle East.
If we do the Middle East, that's.
Well, let's not assume that, I feel like.
No, because they're going to ignore the Middle East, and they get more victory points for breaking us in Asia than we get in the Middle East.
So, do you want to put one in Egypt still?
Do
Kind
we
of.
even have action rounds? Do we even have action
Yeah,
rounds?
we
at
don't
this
have
point?
action round. I'm thinking.
Do we just space now? Because we're going to have to space, right?
I think we might have to.
Space usury?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be Surrey.
Sure.
Give us that
That's
one VP. Okay.
I mean, that's useful for sure. Because now they're
it
up
is.
6. Oh, they're up 1,
So
7,
Don't
6.
Five-year
we
plan
advance
could be
Korean
one.
War on AR6?
We're up 1 right now. It depends. I don't know.
No, we 5-year plan. Oh, 5-year plan has to be our last play.
Yeah.
No, we don't have to play 5-year plan.
No, we do play because that's one off more, right?
Yeah, it's
Well,
one
it
up more.
depends if we want to do Muslim Revolution as our last play,
It
though.
depends on. Right now, we are up by 1 victory point in final scoring, assuming they do nothing.
Wait, Africa
That's
is
pretty crazy.
Africa will be 3 more points.
Yeah,
What
well,
the-
if they make Africa
Yeah.
3 more points, we're not. Yeah, it's true, but
Yeah, exactly.
So
the question
that's
is, do we need to risk the Korean War?
5, 8, 5. Cancel. Yeah, it's kind of close.
So they need 2 countries to get Euro.
Like
Oh,
90
okay.
here.
Just playing China now. Oh,
Or
they
did they
don't want
redraw
Korean War.
Formosan?
They don't want
Think they
Korean
redrew
War.
Formosan?
Maybe.
Or they just don't.
We
They might have
hope they
redrawn
didn't, but
Formosan.
we have to ignore it. I think we do Africa now. Because I think we need to flip Africa. We need to get Zaire this turn. Right? Like we need to
Do you want to realign again?
or we want to do this. Because I think we need to realign Zaire successfully and then also realign Angola successfully to have any chance. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, if they have Formosan resolution, they have it. Like,
yeah, they win the game then, but yeah.
I want to put one into Egypt and then use Muslim and then take Libya. I don't know what you guys think.
I just feel like that's not
What
going
do
to
we do with the last stop though? That doesn't. Then they're free to
that's
use.
like so many ops, and we're not going to win still.
Okay. So realign Zaire now.
I think realign Zaire. That's
Yeah, why not?
We need to succeed on this roll. Oh no! Oh my God! These rolls.
I mean, that wasn't expected. Now, I think with Formosan,
I feel like we are relying too much on that.
Well, the dice. I mean, when the dice go against you, you're not going to win. But like, you have to roll the dice sometimes. I mean, we're getting +1 realigns.
I don't know what else we could have done different. I usually agree. We've been rolling the dice a lot, but I don't think the Middle East wouldn't have been for us to win.
I think, well, they might have South America scoring. They need to event Formosan. That's 2 AR.
They don't have South America this turn. Well, if we win, they have South America. That's the only way we can win. So we need them to have
If
it.
they have
So
South America and not Europe, we probably win. And I think we event Muslim Revolution next turn, right?
Yeah, I think next turn we have to event it and then a bunch of Hail Mary realigns.
Well, it depends. If they, I mean, they must have Formosan.
Or they're just scared of South Korean War or Korean War. There it is. Okay.
Okay,
Well,
do the Muslim then.
I think event Muslim, yeah. And then those two, yeah. Okay.
Let's see. Yeah,
There's only a 2
still
ops play for them actually.
And then 2 ops next turn, but yeah.
3, 7.
No, actually, they don't even
Still up
need. They don't
one.
even need to take. They don't have to take Libya. They're still tied, even if they don't take Libya.
Wait, China is in our hand. Maybe.
We're still counting for China. We're up by 1 victory point, assuming they do absolutely nothing.
So I think we need to flip Panama, right? Isn't that how we realign? That's our hell.
We could flip Zaire. If they don't overprotect Zaire, we could flip that. But they're gonna play.
Okay. They're gonna overprotect Zaire right now. Yeah. Okay, so what do we need to win? Let's do something crazy here. So we're gonna do 5-year plan, discard Korean War.
Let's see what the score is. We are 6 because of China. No, sorry, down 4, up 1, down.
What?
We're down 4 because of China. Now we're up 1 with that.
Up 1.
Up 9.
Up 9.
Up 8.
8. Up 3.
Up 3.
4. Down 2.
Down 2.
And they can break something with just, I think we have to flip Panama and Africa, maybe? Yeah, that's not enough.
That's a 2-op
Are we
fix.
counting on them not having a 2-op? Yeah.
That's a 2-op fix.
I mean, that's
I
a
think
2-op fix.
we have to realign. Yeah,
But all it does is tie anyway. No, actually. No,
What
it
else?
does
What
win.
other
Americans
option?
win.
What other option?
I think we have to flip Panama and Zaire, maybe, right?
This is like, do we want to bet they don't have a 2-op? If we break Egypt, we're betting they don't have a 2-op. The other option
even then, though,
is,
couldn't they just coup in Africa?
I mean, they can also jam Argentina.
Well, no, if they have a 2-op, then
That's
they can
two VP.
the problem is if they have a 2-op, they're gonna screw us no matter what, is what you're saying, right? Like,
yeah. So we have to realign, I think.
even if we realign Panama, like, is that enough if they have a 2-op?
Realign Panama and Zaire. We have to get both, like hit both realigns.
I guess they almost certainly have a 2-op. Okay, you want to realign Panama first and then Zaire?
I guess so.
Or do you want to just prevent Korean War? It's 1 in 6. I don't know which is more likely.
I guess Panama. Panama gives
realign?
3 VP.
Yeah, let's do
4,
Panama.
maybe.
Nope. Keep realigning Panama or do Zaire?
The 6-1. Yeah, keep it.
Oh.
Right. Now we can't. Yeah, now
GG.
Zaire. Okay. I'm surprised it was even that close, actually.
Yeah, we did a good job keeping it close. There was nothing we could have done about it. Despite all of my efforts to keep Formosan from being avenged.
Oh my god, Formosan. What a miserable card.
They're going to give us Glasnost. I don't think it matters, but.
So they'll take Libya and then take Africa domination. Oh, or that, yeah.
Well, there's definitely some misplays we did. The rolls were not with us, but I don't know. I feel like this might have been a winnable game. Is there any obvious mistakes we made? Let's see.
Turn 1.
UN Marshall is fine.
I feel like we did something wrong. Maybe
poorly on the duck and cover.
This felt obvious at the time, but maybe we shouldn't have done it.
Oh, that is the correct play.
No, I never coup Malaysia. I don't know.
Really? I mean, how do we get DEFCON down then for D-stall? Like,
I would just play D-stall, even with DEFCON high.
I think we should have played D-stall higher. We wasted a ton of ops on inefficient coups on this turn. Like, we had a pretty good hand, and this was bad, and this was bad. I mean, it's impossible to know we would have rolled badly.
Yeah, but it's not inefficient, though, if it takes away access. Like, if you can coup, Venezuela, and it gives access to Brazil, that's an efficient coup. Like, it's the same thing with Malaysia. Like, the expected value is still positive for a 3-op to coup Malaysia.
I wonder if we should have headlined. I guess it's possible to know they would have headlined Europe. In retrospect, I think if we headlined Vietnam Revolts, we probably would have won the game, but at the time, that was impossible to know.
Yeah, seeing the Europe headline was devastating, but turn 2, is there anything? Our hand was bad, that's what I remember.
Turn 2, we don't have many ops as well. They have containment, so they have ops.
Their hand sucked also, but they had containment, so.
Containment just make everything good.
Yeah, it wasn't even a good hand. We stayed in the game through that. This hand was pretty good.
I feel like in mid-war, we are just like we are not down that much, but we are just in war game territory. The board is like maybe 5 to 10 points differences, but the VP is like
at the right time for us.
VP is like 10 or something. So
hard to say the scores didn't come out in the right time when I'm looking at this on turn 4. But
we got 10 out of that. Yeah, we got 10 out of South America. I think the biggest mistake was the Sadat Formosan.
It didn't work out. Yeah. I feel the same way about that as I do the Vietnam play. Like, it didn't work out. Maybe it was a
Okay.
mistake. We would have had to give up Sadat anyway. Like, we weren't going to be able to hold Sadat for it. I wonder if we should have taken Pakistan back instead of cooing in Africa
When? Turn.
when they flipped it with ABM treaty. I guess no, we had Africa score. They had just coup.
We scored for 5, right? For 4. They scored for 6.
We would have lost. No, if they didn't have Formosan, yeah, we probably still would have lost, right?
Formosan is 3.
We needed
4.
South America to score in the
5.
late war.
Yeah, South American score, we would have won. It's true.
Everything else scored in the late war except South America and Europe.
Yeah, well, Europe is theirs, so.
Europe's bad, but yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know. I guess the two plays that I think affected this the most was the Formosan and the Vietnam. I think things that we had agency over, we could have done differently. I'm not sure if either one of them was a mistake at the time, but they both were bad, had bad effects. Maybe this was bad too. I don't know. I'm still unsure. All right. Well, it was fun. I guess we will convene again for more of this next year. Maybe we could play some practice games in the meantime.
And I get a 3 hours videos to post.
Oh yeah, wow. We really did use all the time. Good Lord, both of us.
For sure. All right.
See you guys.
Well, talk to you guys later.
Okay.
Good season.
See you.